Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the first ever episode 23 of Attractions Magazine Expansion Drive Podcast, your weekly source for all things nerdy, whether it be some theme parks, video games, movies, TV, music, maybe sometimes a little bit of wrestling. As always, I'm your host, Mike Harrigan, with my friend to the left, America's favorite worst producer, Mr. Didi.
Did you memorize all that?
I did. It's kind of like 23 episodes. It kind of is like just stuck in my head now.
I'm impressed.
I'm into the whole rigmarole of everything.
Hey, you made a fool of me.
In the third rotating chair this week, to the right, Mr. Banks Lee from the show.
Hello, everyone. Good to be back.
Hello, Alyssa.
You didn't hear us talking trash about the show last week, right?
Oh, I heard.
Oh,
I listen to this every week.
I forgot about that. Darn it.
I heard.
Did you really?
Yeah.
You talk trash?
Mm-hmm.
I think it was I was talking about merchandise, right? And I was like, yeah, nobody watches the show.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah.
watch that show.
You were talking about the awesome show merchandise
Well,
that
actually,
you can get.
I saw
We'll get there.
that, and I wanted to get one, but they don't. Go ahead. You're talking. You're talking.
While she's talking, we'll introduce the fourth rotating chair this week. Coming back to the show after a few weeks, Miss Alyssa Daniels. Welcome back. Yay!
Hooray.
Don't sound so excited.
So you're talking about you wanted some merchandise. What happened?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I do Attractions Magazine, the show,
Yes.
and I love it. So I was looking at the merchandise, and they don't have tank tops. And
That's T-Public's fault. I don't.
they don't have it at all.
I guess they
Like the
don't have it.
option.
I'll have to look into that
I
for
mean,
you.
I could always
but
buy that and like chop it up. You know,
Yeah.
But I'm not 20 anymore.
I'll look into the
That's
option for you.
silly.
I'll look into it.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. So
Before we get into the whole rigmarole, we'll go ahead and do our housekeeping.
you like using that word a lot.
I love rigmarole. It's a great word.
Rigmarole?
The only word better than rigmarole?
Gumption.
Plethora.
Oh yeah.
El guapo.
Yes.
What is a plethora?
I like Audacity.
Audacity. That's a good one too.
Audacity's a good one.
As always, we are still doing Extra Life this year, and Didi, it is November 4th. Saturday, November 4th. We're trying to raise money for everyone. The Extra Life charity. It's benefiting Children's Miracle Network. We're going to be gaming for 24 straight hours.
Are you doing it, Alyssa?
That's a whole day.
Have you ever done it before?
No, I've only been streaming for like 5 months.
Oh, what? I've done it for 3 years. I don't stream that often, but trying to now, of course. But yeah, 24 hours. It doesn't sound that hard, but yeah, it's quite difficult once you get to like that 3-4 a.m. and you're just like, I feel like I'm gonna die.
The longest I've done in a row is 8.5 hours. And it was only because I was like trying to get something.
What do you
done.
do to keep yourself awake? Coffee or running in place?
I think I was doing Red Bulls last year, and then it was stereotypical like video game nerd food.
Oh, Doritos.
Yes.
It was all the
Mountain
junk
Dew.
food. Yeah.
Popcorn.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think I tried playing with people online, but I think like this fool fell asleep early.
Yikes.
Our other buddy Kyle, he fell asleep, and just like I had no one. The kids even we'll stay up with you, Daddy. Yeah, no, they all passed out on the couch. I'm like, this is not helping. But yeah, we're trying to raise money for Extra Life. We've raised $150. We've got another $50.
Awesome.
Let's give it up. Let's give it up. Woo!
We're trying to raise. Our goal is $500, so we're going to try and reach that. But we got a little less than a month. We can do this. If you'd like to help us out, go to extralife.org and look up Expansion Drive, and you'll be able to help us out. And of course, we have that on our Twitter, which is @attractionsexp. We were talking about earlier merch. If you'd like to support us, some of the other shows, and of course Attractions as a whole, go to attractionsmagazine.com, click on shop, and then there's an option for t-shirts. And you can get some of these fine t-shirts like Expansion Drive or the show. Or
I actually just ordered an Expansion Drive t-shirt for myself.
Yeah.
I also ordered an awesome checklist t-shirt that I helped design.
So dinner on Banks tonight. Yes. Yeah.
I was not made aware of this beforehand.
No, that's money in my pocket. That we get to go get our Baconator now.
yes.
Going to McDonald's.
Baconator.
I don't know what a Baconator is.
What?
Oh no.
Oh, it's only the best fast food burger of all time.
Is it really?
Do you love America?
Should I answer that?
America.
Oh man.
It's a Wendy's burger. So it's what? Is it one patty or two patties?
It's two. It's like it's
Well-
a giant double cheeseburger with cheese and bacon
And loaded with
ketchup
or
and mayo.
I'll
you
only go
can
to Wendy's
get
if I
the
get a Frosty.
triple.
Yeah.
Triple.
Oh yeah, there's a triple.
Yeah.
And if you're not feeling hungry, you can get the son of Baconator. It's just a smaller version.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, this is
Why
single.
not the daughter of Baconator?
I don't know if they have a daughter.
Because it would probably be half a sandwich.
You're probably right.
Probably has like veggies
like-
on it, or
Maybe like one of the bacon's taken off.
in Frogga's
Cut in half.
I was saying Frogga's case would have extra bacon on there.
I gotta keep up with my figure. I'm done.
Moving on. Of course,
I don't know.
yeah, I don't even know what's going on. Of course, we've been doing a little bit more streaming lately. I was doing some Cuphead off the Xbox One the other night. If you want to follow us, we're always. You're a little
Take
loud
your
over there. What are you
Take your
doing?
time.
It's twitch.tv/expansion drive, and of course, Miss Alyssa Daniels. She's always streaming as well. Alyssa, what's your Twitch channel?
It's Lyssa Lynn, Lyssa,
She's
Lynn.
streaming right now as we record.
She is streaming right now. So
I
hello
am.
to all of Alyssa's
Hi.
followers and watchers and
Hi.
viewers, and
And ladies out there, hey.
Yeah, there's a couple. There's a
slide
couple.
into those DMs. Right?
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
And of course, we got to thank MEI Travel for sponsoring the show each and every week. We are so thankful for them. So MEItravel.com, MassFanTravel.com, and UniversalFanTravel.com. They are your go-to source for everything Disney,
Huh?
Universal,
Really?
and even cruise related.
Oh man.
Didi, what's that deal they got going on right now?
Buy one, get one, half off. Woo! Get hype.
It's
Come
happening.
on now.
It's going to happen. I think we're in the planning stages of working out our Get Hype cruise.
It's got to happen.
Oh,
we're
that's the
gonna
thing
make
we
this
were talking
happen.
about.
Are you gonna come?
No, it's like a dude cruise.
No,
No, it's not Dude Cruise anymore.
It's evolved into this awesome.
Oh,
What's that?
Evolution.
Cruise of the
Okay.
good brothers and the good sisters.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So we're gonna make this happen. I think it has to happen.
It has to.
But again, if you'd like to get a free quote, because yes, I said that free.
99. Free 99.
Free quote with no obligation.
Yes.
No obligation.
Just check out MEItravel.com, MouseFanTravel.com, and UniversalFanTravel.com. So, and again, thank you as always for
Gracias.
sponsoring the show. Usually, right now we go around the table saying what's going on. So, Alyssa, we haven't seen you for a few weeks. What's going on with you? Everything good in the Twitch world and the school world, and
So good.
just leaving it at that, right?
So you know the hurricane came through, which I'm sure you guys talked about.
Yeah.
But I had like 2 weeks off of school. It was a complete mess. But I did get to play video games. I've been playing Destiny 2 as well, which
Okay.
I know I've seen you guys playing it.
yeah.
It's just not my
You don't like.
jam. It's not that I don't like it. I have a hard time scheduling
It's hard.
like people. Like you have to have
Yeah.
6 people.
Your crew.
6 people online, and you have to stick. Like if people don't stick it out, you're done.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it sucks.
you can't
yeah.
do a 5-person raid. I mean, you can, but you can't do a
Yeah.
5-person raid. I haven't even finished the raid yet.
Same.
Because
I haven't even attempted it.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
really brings down my mood. So
I
I've
totally
been
get
playing
it.
Warcraft.
Yeah,
I was
so-
gonna say
yeah.
that's probably like
I
from playing
freaking
World of
love-
Warcraft
I freaking love World of Warcraft.
and then you play Destiny. You can get away with doing what is it now? Is it 20-man raids?
Yeah, you can
You can get
down.
away with doing 19, 18 people, but
Yeah.
Destiny, especially this raid,
Well, and you can do
Oh.
carries and that sort of thing. I don't know how you do Destiny 2 carries because everyone
Oh,
has to
yeah.
know exactly what they're doing.
Yeah.
And if they die,
Yeah.
it can get crazy.
Yeah.
That's why, like, when
Get
we
mad
were
at
doing
them.
Destiny 1,
Get mad
we'd
at
have like one person come in and tell us like specifically what to do and this and that. I'm like, yeah, I have no clue. Just tell me what to
Yeah.
do. I'll be
Well,
okay.
it's fine. That's the thing. Once you get in there, it's fun. You know,
Yeah.
you enjoy it. So I'm lucky. I've had groups be like, "Are you gonna play?" Oh, okay. I don't have to do any of the legwork.
Yeah, I felt
It's
bad.
just the
Like,
fun part.
Yeah.
Didi wanted to play the Nightfall last night, but you know, I was tired. I went to bed at like 10 o'clock last night. I was like, yeah, I'm dead.
Yeah, it
Make
was
your
really,
own Nightfall.
it's really hard.
Yes, indeed.
It was really hard.
So anything else besides Twitch stuff? Everything else good? Theme park?
Work.
Yeah, everything's good.
Good?
Work's fine.
Awesome.
Yeah, everything's fine. School's pretty much taking up all of my brain space right now. So yeah,
Yeah, I don't miss that at all.
Let's give it up for school taking up brain space.
I wrote a paper yesterday about analyzing protein concentration and enzyme reaction velocities. So
That sounds
if you have any
lovely.
questions, then don't ask me because I'm done with it.
On that note,
Done.
Banks,
Yes.
how's it going, brother?
Going good. Going very good. I just want to cross promote here real quick. Alyssa has a segment on the show this week online Thursday. We went to the new Baseline Tap House at Hollywood Studios.
We were going to talk about that. Let's go ahead and talk about it now.
We'll
though.
talk about it now?
Before we get into news and all that. So, how was this place? Because we talked about it last week. But we just talked about like what was on the menu. None of us had actually been there. You guys have.
Yeah, it was really cool.
It's nice.
I love the vibe, and I'm not sure how it'll be when the theme park is like full and
Yeah.
crazy. But the vibe was really cool with the outdoor seating and like the cool indoor seating with the decorations, and they have like old decorations from the writer's stop, which is
Oh,
where it
really?
used
Yeah,
to be.
that's my favorite Easter egg in the whole thing. Is there's these bookshelves above the wall or on the wall, and on the bookshelves spread out in order are the exact same letters that used to be the Rider Stop sign outside.
Oh,
And
that's
they're,
cool.
Like diagonal, and they spell out Rider Stop up there.
Oh, that's
so
awesome.
it's a nice little nod to the past. And there's a couple hidden Mickeys in there, of course, because it's Disney. But yeah, it's a small space, but they have a lot of, like Alyssa said, a lot of outdoor seating.
I am curious how it's gonna pan out once it gets busy, but I really enjoyed the experience that we had.
What was your favorite drink? Because mine, we tried a lot of them, and I loved the 329 lager from Los Angeles. It was
it was good.
really good.
And you're not
very
a huge
refreshing.
beer drinker, right?
Beer's the only really thing I drink. I'm not a hard alcohol kind of person, so beer's is usually what I'll partake in. And that 329 lager I think was the best on the menu.
Cool.
I really liked the Stone Brewery Delicious IPA. That was quite good. Yeah, I know. It
no.
delivered.
Oh, IPAs.
Didi,
You don't like IPAs
Well-
with those glasses.
Oh. One nothing.
That's one for
I'll take
Alyssa.
that. I'll take that. All right. Oh man, that was.
Just need the beard to get a little bit longer and be good to go. A little tighter pants.
Wear them jeans.
I know.
Button up
denim is in
shirt.
your future.
Oh, you already got you already have it buttoned up to the top and everything already. I'm not gonna lie, I wear my Orlando City jersey buttoned up to the top too. Don't worry. What about food wise? Did you guys try the
They don't really have a
they had
big food menu. They have
Yeah, it's
3
tiny.
snack.
It's like a
options.
Bavarian pretzel. What's the cheese? I can never say it.
Charcuterie.
Yeah, I can never say the word.
And then there was
I
what
can.
was it? Like what kind of? It was almonds, I think. Candied
Yeah,
almonds or
like
something
candied
that?
roast almonds or something. It was good. They give you, and the prices were actually surprisingly good.
Yeah.
We didn't pay for it because
True.
I mean,
big
But,
big wigs.
yeah,
Whoa.
but the prices were actually really good too. I was surprised.
Yeah, I was too.
I think it was $8.95 for an 18 ounce. I believe is.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
I think it was
like
something
a
like that.
big
Yeah.
And it's a big
summer.
glass, so-
And I think the one like,
If-
they had $10 for a flight.
The glasses for the flight are pretty
Yeah.
big. Yeah, I think it was around 10, something
They
like
are.
that.
It was
I would,
impressive.
I would go
It's big
now
and crooked
before
can.
because I guarantee the prices will probably skyrocket by
yeah,
the holidays.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
'Cause
open
they need
now?
to keep people
It's
out.
open
Yeah.
now. Yeah, it's fully
They
open.
need to keep
Lit.
people out of there because it's going to be busy.
Yeah.
I'm
Lit.
sure the price will go up.
But one thing I wanted to talk about real quick because I'm trying to raise awareness on this. Sydney has a condition right now for her pregnancy. It's called Hyperemesis gravidarum.
God bless you.
Yeah, thank you. It's a horrible thing. It's basically extreme morning sickness. She can't keep any. She hasn't been able to keep anything down for over a month. She's lost 35 pounds. It's just been horrible. And Princess Kate has it right now too during her pregnancy. It only really happens to I think 1 to 3% of women during their pregnancies. So it's been pretty hard on her and on all of us. But luckily the baby's doing fine. Baby still has a good strong heartbeat. She's getting home care now. So, but it's definitely like a issue that doesn't have a cure. And it's hard to diagnose. So
Cure is having a baby.
yeah, basically, because that's seriously because they've said sometimes it'll end at 15 weeks, sometimes it'll last the entire pregnancy.
Maybe.
Wow.
What about a baconator? Would that help?
Just probably one bite and it'd go right back up.
Oh,
Yeah, no,
Oh.
it's disgusting to think about, but it's also like
Poor thing.
it's something that needs a lot more research. So if you check out, I can't remember the
Was
website,
it-
but it was the Hyperemesis Education and
Hyperemesis.
Research. It's called HER.
Emesis.
Her? Like
Okay.
HER?
HER,
There you go.
Hyperemesis
Look that up.
Education and
Please.
Research.
Yeah.
If you can donate, we'll try to figure out more about this stupid thing.
boy, that's crazy.
It's hard. It's,
Yeah.
yeah. And she's lost 35 pounds, like I said.
Glad
Yeah,
the
that's nuts.
baby's
Yeah,
doing
the
fine, though.
baby's
But the baby's doing
Yeah.
fine. That's a great thing.
How far is she?
She's around hitting 14 weeks at this point, so it could end in the next
yeah.
week. But we're starting
But
home
she's
care.
got a long time before she.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's the baby's not due till mid-April, so
Oh,
oh
I'm sorry.
boy.
Yeah.
Well, on a different note,
Yes.
we had a big celebration this weekend. I don't know if you guys were aware, but we had a birthday. Didi's birthday!
Didi!
Yay!
This is your birthday song. It isn't very long.
Hey.
We went to. What are y'all down about? We had a good time Saturday.
No,
Did you get old?
I'm an old man.
Did you hit a milestone?
No.
No.
It was
34.
Oh.
Just because I turned 34 in 2 months. So
3 plus 4, by the way. 3 plus 4.
3 plus-
7.
What?
I'm 7.
Oh, so you're as old as Gavin then.
Mentally?
Yeah, mentally, definitely.
I know Gavin's taller than you now.
No, he's not. That's a lie,
He's not really
devil.
that old to me, though. I'm 31, so I mean...
Yeah.
Oh no, I think Brittany said last week that 30 or Epcot celebrated what did she
35.
say?
35.
No, but she said it was like midlife. I'm like, oh, no, stop that.
No.
Stop
35
that.
is
Yeah.
midlife?
Stop
No.
that.
Does she not know anything about medical technology
I mean-
and advances in our...
I mean, I went through my midlife
Come
crisis
on.
when I
Tell
turned
it.
20, so I mean, oosh.
Tell that.
But we had a good time. We
That was great.
We
Had
did
a great time.
We
Thank
did
you.
Epcot. Well, first I tried doing Magic Kingdom on Saturday, 10
On
o'clock.
Columbus Day
Saturday.
weekend.
Yeah, I didn't even think about it. Had no idea. So we said screw Magic Kingdom because we could
You
not walk
protested
anywhere,
on
and
this day?
yeah, we left. We went to Epcot, and surprisingly on a Saturday for a Food and Wine Fest, it really
was not
wasn't
that
that
busy.
bad. Yeah,
Mm.
like there was a couple rides that were pretty busy,
It's
but
probably because that's when the kids can go. So
Maybe.
the parents stay out of Epcot and then
Yeah.
yeah.
they're all at Magic Kingdom.
But we did that, and then some Red Robin.
Yum.
Yum.
Oh, it was so good, so
I
good.
don't like their burgers very much.
Off the podcast.
Oh, wow.
Off
Really?
the podcast.
Haven't heard of the
You
Baconator.
can just
don't
like scrub
Red
me
Robin.
out. Yeah, I like the fries. Aren't they like
Fries
the,
are solid.
The
Yeah.
bottomless.
Yeah, I'm really picky.
So
Oh,
good.
I know.
Anything else? I didn't really do a whole lot.
What did I do Sunday? I know I did something Sunday. Man, I don't know. What did I do Sunday? Oh, I went to brunch on Sunday.
Yeah.
Went to Crafted. It was okay.
IPAs, brunch.
Ooh, no IPAs.
Didi's not
Wait,
a
where'd
beer
you go-
drinker.
Where'd you go to brunch though?
Crafted on Metro West. It's okay.
That's Metro West. Okay.
Yeah, it's okay. I didn't like their
Got it.
mimosa gimmick though. It's $4 a mimosa, but they do give you a good glass. And then there's like a mimosa bar.
What is that?
It's basically like they'll have the juices, and then you can put fruit in your thing.
No.
Yeah, it's a gimmick.
That's a very
it's
millennial
lame.
thing.
I was like, just give me $13. Let me pay $13, and then give me bottomless.
Yeah.
I'll be happy.
That is available as an
Yeah.
option in places.
It should be.
Yeah, it is.
It's
Somewhere.
not brunch unless it's
Yeah.
bottomless.
Well, they've got to compete like in Winter Park and stuff, so it's a lot
Yeah.
cheaper.
But Metro West is like the only place in Metro West that has brunch, and they
Yeah,
don't
well, that's
have
why they can.
bottomless.
That's why they can charge
Oh,
whatever they
you're
want.
right.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't think of it like that.
Supply and demand. Supply and demand.
Wow. And
Yeah,
then
you're welcome.
I watched It. Oh man!
Oh, cool.
Wow, what a movie! Have you seen it?
No, I want to.
Still have yet to
What?
see it, yeah.
Yeah.
I
Phenomenal.
told you.
On the Wow.
My boyfriend's been out of town for a while.
You can't go sleep by yourself?
I cannot sleep on my own after I see it. Are you kidding?
it's not even that scary.
It's really not that. It's not that.
It's not scary.
Okay.
No,
thanks.
there's a lot of like WTF moments, like what
Like
in the
creepiness, yeah.
world, like
Oh, okay.
Especially-
Creepy. Totally not scary, but totally creepy.
especially
which
the
is fine.
garage. What the
When you're
heck
trying to
was
sleep by
that?
yourself.
Oh, yeah.
Totally fine.
So-
It's okay.
Good catch. Good catch. Wow.
We almost had a Mario coin sound there. So funny story about the garage scene. That was actually the first time that the kids actually saw Pennywise all dressed up in the character.
Really?
They kept him like away from the kids the entire time until that
And they got their
scene.
reaction on film.
That was like
That was
their-
legit reaction.
That was the legit
Wow.
reaction. Yeah.
And what's crazy is,
awful.
and Bill Skarsgård can actually do the smile and the eye things. That's all him. That's the best.
man.
That's crazy.
Anyone with the last name Skarsgård. Whew.
As in,
I've
good,
heard that
as
they
in-
are-
You don't like Al? Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah,
I'm sure you
Oh,
love True Blood.
all the Skarsgård. I hate watched True Blood. True Blood. Like
It was good for the first couple seasons.
Yeah,
It
it's
got
good.
really
First
bad.
2 seasons and it got horrible.
I watched all of it.
Oh, I'm
Sick.
sorry.
I'm a
Sorry.
sick person.
Yeah. Why torture yourself like that?
I'm
Yeah.
a masochist.
Ugh.
Uh,
All right.
and then I watched Baywatch after that, and that was horrible.
It was horrible, but you still laughed at it though, right? Because it was a really bad movie, but I was
No.
still chuckling.
I did not even chuckle.
Really? Wow.
I fell asleep the last 20 minutes. That's how bad it
Was
was.
David Hasselhoff in it?
Yeah.
Yeah, for a hot
Like
minute.
a hot second. Oh,
And
that's
then-
that. Oh, good.
And then Pamela Anderson was in it. You could
Oh.
tell they must have ties to her face.
She does not look like Pamela Anderson at all anymore. There's like so much like surgery done on her face that it's like, who was it, Goldie Hawn or whatever? You don't even recognize anymore. It's just
Goldie Hawn looks like Goldie Hawn.
Maybe it's not her then. Maybe it's somebody else. Meg Ryan. That's who it was.
Oh really?
Oh yeah, and who's it? Renee Zellweger.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Buzz, your girlfriend. Wolf.
That's the other thing I forgot. Friday I went and saw Blade Runner 2049.
Oh, yeah.
I absolutely loved it. I know a lot of people may not like it because it's not this huge, action adventure sci-fi movie. It's very artsy fartsy kind of deal or whatever. But it's shot so well, and the music and the audio is just phenomenal. I listened to it the way home as soon as I saw it, and like as we say all the time, so good.
Yeah, I'm gonna
So
see
good.
that on this coming Sunday.
Are you ready for some news?
Yeah.
Let's
I
do
mean,
it.
is it good
Whoa,
news,
that's
though?
weird.
Is it good news?
You
What
ready?
the? Oh, come on, man. Okay, there we go. How come it's not?
Best worst producer.
America's
I hate the
favorite
so
worst
much.
producer ever.
Man.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have not very many on the list this week. We have number
We have
7.
pictures.
7. We have 7.
Oh, look at this.
Oh,
Not a baker's dozen.
I thought
Yeah.
we have 8 because there was one
looks
breaking
good.
news that came in.
Oh yes, we do have 8. I forgot
do
about
have
that.
8.
Still not
So-
a baker's dozen.
Let's talk about that one now before I forget about it. So number 8, Universal announced just before we came onto the podcast that they're canceling. What was the name of it, Banks?
Universal Cinematic Spectacular has ended at Universal Studios
Really?
Florida.
Yeah.
No warning, it's done.
Yeah.
No more
Like,
showings.
there's no at all. Period.
Yeah.
Done, period. There's going to be a new Lagoon show to debut sometime in the future. More details announced in the future. But for right now, they
What if
just announced
something- what if
Cinematics.
Something broke, and they were like, "Yeah,
That's
screw
what
it."
I'm hearing.
Yeah. So I was hearing at work today that the rumor was that Irma destroyed some stuff,
yeah.
and it's
Freaking
not
Irma.
worth it to salvage it, and
you
they're just
kidding
going to
me?
do a whole new show.
So what about is there any fireworks at all?
Nope.
no.
Wow. So it's
Go to
not going to sound
Disney.
like gunshots every day outside my house. That's what it sounds like.
Well,
I don't. I hate you so much. No more Morgan Freeman.
so yeah, I've actually never seen
Yeah.
the show. I was talking to Banks about it
Really?
before the podcast.
I
Yeah, I've
really-
never seen it, but I
Okay.
mean, I don't have Universal passes, so we're very rarely over there.
As a movie fan, I really liked it just because it was an awesome look back at 100 years of Universal films, and it's a lot of iconic scenes and dialogue and things like that. So it was really cool.
It was like a heartfelt.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can tell. Well, wasn't it Mike Aiello that did that?
Yeah, Michaela was the one
Yeah,
that created
and
it.
he's-
So
yeah.
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 But I'll miss it. But I'm excited for what they can bring to the future for the Lagoon show.
Simulator on the water.
Simulator.
Yeah, it'll be a screen.
A giant screen.
It's Universal.
Oh yeah, but yeah, that happened.
Wow, that's
so
crazy.
number 2, Rick and Morty. Got a couple of news from Rick and Morty actually. Season 3 breaks Adult Swim viewership record.
That's a lot of people.
A lot of people.
Yes.
So Rick and Morty season 3 is over, leaving a viewership milestone for network Adult Swim in its wake. According to the network, season 3 was the most watched comedy show in the history of its programming. Further, according to Nielsen surveys and Live 7+ ratings, Rick and Morty is now the most popular comedy series on television for adults 18 through 34 in the U.S.
And I still have yet to watch any of it. I tried
I
watching
like
that first
it.
episode, and I just
It's
I
not for
don't-
everybody. It really
it's
isn't.
not my humor.
You gotta-
keep
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, you got to keep watching.
Because you have to know like the character archetypes and that sort of thing, and because otherwise it's just weird. Like if
Yeah.
you just go into it, I mean you have to go into it eventually, but yeah, I like it.
Yeah, it's so weird. It just seems like all of a sudden, like season 1 and 2 happened. You only heard a couple things here and there, whatever.
It was when
But with
season
this
3
three,
debuted on
yeah.
April 1st.
It's
It exploded.
Yeah, it
That's when it
lost-
just blew up.
Yeah, out of nowhere.
Exploded, yeah.
Speaking of which, so was
Oh,
it
speaking
season
of blowing up,
season 1 is when they talked about this. What was it called? The Szechuan whatever.
Szechuan sauce.
Szechuan sauce.
So Rick and Morty fans a little riled after McDonald's sauce stunt runs out.
Uh-oh.
Fast food chain McDonald's left Rick and Morty fans upset after running out of the Szechuan sauce during its one-day promotion. The promotion, which brought back the out-of-production sauce that was recently referenced in Rick and Morty's 3rd season, was announced early this month and would see select locations offer a limited run on the sauce. According to The Guardian, McDonald's locations quickly ran out of the Szechuan sauce, angering fans to the point where, in at least one location, police were called to the scene after people began chanting, "We
More
want sauce!
sauce."
We want
No.
sauce! We want sauce!" Some fans reportedly waited for hours only to be told that the restaurant only ever had 20 packets of the sauce allocated. While at some locations, McDonald's staff didn't seem to even know about the promotion at all. McDonald's had since released an apology on Twitter saying, quote, "The best fans in the multiverse showed us what they got today. We hear you, and we're sorry not everyone could get some super limited Szechuan."
Okay, first off, it's just sauce. People, calm down.
know, but
Second, McDonald's should have. McDonald's should have known, how big the fan base is. They should have prepared a little more.
I mean, you don't make the fan base of Rick and Morty mad. Did you hear about the creators talking about how toxic the fan base has become?
Yeah.
Are you serious? Really?
Yeah. And they're kind of embarrassed at how
What?
Yeah,
Yep.
at how toxic it's become.
So they're worse than Gator fans.
Yes.
That's a sports joke.
I know.
Oh, okay.
I know. I
Don't
went for Florida State.
mansplain this. What are you doing?
I
But
know.
apparently
Whatever.
McDonald's announced that they are going to do it again in the winter, but not
Yeah.
one day only. They're going to bring it back for
It's going to be every single store.
every single McDonald's.
Yeah.
So hopefully they'll make things right for people who want their Szechuan, and then they'll come out the first day. Oh, this is stupid. This
one's gonna
tastes
care.
horrible.
Yeah.
Why
No
do we
one's gonna
rattle
care.
over
No one
this?
ever. Yeah. No
And that's the thing. Like we were
whatever.
talking about at Epcot on
Stupid.
Saturday. It's so funny because the whole Szechuan sauce came from Mulan back in the day.
Yeah.
And it only was a limited run because the sauce was awful. Nobody wanted it. So it's just
That's true.
oh, yeah. Yeah, sheep. Very, very much sheep.
Whatever.
And
It's
that's the thing.
it's like the McRib. It's actually disgusting, but because it's limited, people eat it.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
I'm not one of them, though. I'm not one of them.
I like
it's
the McRib.
shaped like ribs, but it doesn't have ribs.
I
It's
learned
just
what is in
pressed
it.
into ribs.
And then the Shamrock Shake.
That's disgusting.
Is that mint? Is that
Yeah.
tasted
It's
mint?
Basically
mint
mint,
shakes,
yeah. But I think it's just vanilla shake with green dye in it.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just that limited supply and demand. Supply and demand. Bringing it back around. No one. Okay.
I do the limited.
You're welcome.
I do the
Trying to
limited.
structure. Just trying to put structure here. No
I
big
normally
deal.
do the limited 2 for $5 quarter pounders.
Those are delicious.
Those are delicious. Or you can mix and match.
Yeah, they got
Wendy's
the
Frosties.
20 piece on there now.
Oh,
Yeah.
10.
The
10?
end.
Oh.
Yes,
Frosties are good.
Frosties are so good.
Although I was so upset Wendy's and they got rid of the Frosty shakes.
What? Wait, what? I thought the Frosty is a shake.
Well, the Frosty is just basically soft serve ice cream.
So good.
But they used to have a Frosty shake that was actually drinkable through a straw. And
Ah.
then they got rid of it and I was mad.
I feel like I missed out. There's something
Oh,
wonderful
I thought you were
happened
actually
and I wasn't
crossing your
part of it.
arms or you're just scratching.
Shame on Wendy's.
But it's so stupid though. It's like I'm a big Rick and Morty fan. I still haven't watched any of the season, which is
Same.
it's. We were talking
Was it
about
only,
there was 300 people in line around
At the
here.
UCF one, yeah.
It's like, get out of here! Come
Was
on.
there only 7 or 8 episodes? It felt like it was a short
Yes.
It
season.
was 8 episodes. Yeah. And everyone's all mad. Like, why are we only getting 8 episodes? Them Thrones only had 8 episodes.
Yeah, you want them to be good?
Yeah, you don't want it to be
Yeah.
Rushed,
going on
yeah.
Push
forever and everything else. Number 4, Overwatch Halloween Terror event skins have leaked.
I didn't see this.
So some skins from Overwatch's upcoming Halloween Terror event
We have
have
photos.
seemingly leaked. Reddit user, whatever that name is, has reported discovered images of the new Halloween-inspired skins for May, Symmetra, Reaper, and Zenyatta. Check out what appear to be the new skins for May and Symmetra below. So,
Symmetra looks like Diablo.
yeah, that's what I was going to say. Or even like
looks
Kerrigan
good.
almost kind of.
If you're watching the video version, you can see it right now.
Yeah.
Is this Symmetra?
And then
Yeah.
May, I don't know what the heck May is
I
supposed to
thought
be
this
in.
would be Widowmaker.
May
Supposed to be like
is
a
supposed to be.
postal worker?
She's supposed to be awesome.
She's adorable. Doesn't this look like Widowmaker? That's not.
No, but look at the hand. Look at the hand.
Oh, the hand.
Aha!
Yeah, that's what I
okay.
thought. Yeah.
Aha.
I wish I was a good Widowmaker.
I can
I
be
wish
at
I was too.
times.
I mean, no one is, but.
Well, there's one I know.
I mean, I've seen some
Shout
really
out
good
to
ones,
Trey.
but it just doesn't happen
Really?
very often.
Trey? Dude, Trey is phenomenal as Widowmaker. Actually, any of the snipers.
She's so cool, right? Maybe I don't know.
No, she's annoying.
Oh, I thought you were talking about
Whatever.
May. I was like, nobody thinks May is cool.
Well, if they're a
Well,
good
yeah,
May,
that's because May is
annoying.
gonna wreck you. That's why. Okay. Go
well,
ahead.
she can. She'll, and then all of a sudden, like one shot you in the face.
Yeah.
So is this going to get everybody playing Overwatch again? Because I haven't really
Yeah,
played
I'll
I
probably-
since
think
Destiny.
that's how Overwatch is, though,
Yeah,
right? It
I'll-
goes in like these waves.
Yeah, I'll play again because I didn't even play when Junkertown came out, but
Yeah, I
now
didn't,
that the
yeah.
holidays coming out, I'm gonna be like, okay, let me start playing again.
Yeah, well, then you get these skins. So you
Yeah,
can
something
have
about these
them
awesome
forever.
skins. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Trinity, I think still plays with the Christmas skins from last year. Like
My
there's, like-
Roadhog is still the Christmas skin.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot yours is like that too.
Roadhog time.
Yeah. Speaking of Blade Runner from earlier, number 5, Blade Runner 2049 underwhelms in its box office debut.
That's sad.
Blade Runner 2049 disappointed in its domestic debut at the box office, opening in first place with an estimated 31.5. Given the glowing reception from critics and strong advance ticket sales, the film was projected to make significantly more, with expectations in the 45 to 50 million range. Director Dennis, I can never say his name. Sequel was extremely expensive to make, boasting a reported production budget of a $150 million before marketing costs. So the film will have to perform well in its international markets if it hopes to be profitable. Number 1, of course, like I said, Blade Runner 2049, 31.5. The Mountain Between Us, that's the Idris Elba and Kate Winslet, 10.1. Stephen King's It, still doing strong, 9.7. My Little Pony, 8.8.
Y'all bronies.
Yeah,
Y'all
what's up?
bronies.
I helped
No.
contribute to that. I got a daughter.
But that was for your,
Yeah.
Don't lie, Banks. You're
But
a
I
brony.
also
You're a
like
brony.
it. Sorry.
You're a brony.
Not a hardcore brony. I enjoyed the show though.
Is there like a term for a light core brony?
I guess I'm just.
What's a
plain
brony?
A male fan of My Little Pony.
A bro pony fan.
Some of these
Yeah.
are kind of like
Some of them go
out there,
extreme
though.
though with
Yeah.
their fandom.
When you get home, look up on YouTube. Just look
No,
up
don't.
bronies.
I suggest you do not Google it.
Yeah.
No,
Just
it's
Google
worse.
the names and like do Google image search.
Okay.
Turn safe search off.
Oh boy.
Trust me. Trust
Yeah,
me.
it's it's kind of scary.
It's wholesome.
And of course, number 5, Kingsman: The Golden Circle. Still have not seen, but I need
to go
I'm
see
gonna,
it.
I'm gonna try to see it
Yeah,
Thursday.
I like the first one.
The first one is phenomenal. Oh, so good.
It's really fun.
That church scene. Life.
Yes.
Number 6, we talked about this a little bit last week in Didi's Get Hype News. But Fast and Furious spinoff with The Rock and Jason Statham coming 2019. The much buzzed about rumors are true. Fast and Furious is getting a spinoff movie starring Dwayne Johnson and Jason Statham. THR has the news stating that the spinoff is due to hit theaters July 26, 2019, and will be written by series regular scribe Chris Morgan. The movie will focus on Johnson's security service agent Luke Hobbs and Statham's reformed villain Deckard Shaw.
I'm so surprised.
Yeah, and Tyrese still talking mad crap.
I heard there was like more. He
Yeah.
was talking more smack.
Yeah,
But I guess he's upset because it's not a movie about the family.
he's got to get paid. I think that's the only movies he actually does now.
That's the only movie. Yeah, that's the only. Yeah.
I know, Banks. You said you've never seen.
I haven't seen any of them yet. I've only done Fast and
I
Furious
saw the
Supercharged.
first one in the theaters when I was like 12 years old.
And
Oh, it was fine. It was good.
no, you didn't see any other ones.
No, I
No,
think she
it
talked
was,
about this
uh,
before.
Oh, why would I?
What?
What?
This is the second time that has happened. Everyone looked at me and
3,
Hey,
5,
I'm-
6, 7, and 8.
35
all phenomenal.
I'm with you. I really have no interest.
Yeah.
Oh my
good,
gosh,
though.
I
there's
mean, how many times can you be fast and furious?
I
Don't
know.
answer that. Don't
8 times
answer
and
it.
more.
Don't answer it. I said don't answer it.
It's so much fun.
Although I will say, like I've never seen a single movie, but I saw like the ending to 7 because everyone was talking about it.
You
and
saw the ending.
Even haven't
Spoilers!
seen it. That choked me up. That ending.
So watch
Oh,
the
okay.
movie. So you should watch the
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
Is it really that good?
It's
'Cause I'll watch-
Phenomenal.
It's
'Cause I'll watch
they're
them.
just so much fun to
I don't
watch.
mind.
Do you like sitting at
Happiness?
home with some popcorn and like a
I
soda?
do love a good popcorn
Dude.
flick.
Yeah, that's like every.
These are
weekend.
the epitome of popcorn movies.
All right.
Yes.
Oh.
5, 6, 7, and 8 especially.
Okay,
Yeah. 5, 6, 7, and
Alright.
8, and 3.
and one.
Oh, and one's okay.
I mean,
Oh.
that you have to watch one because
That's to set up the whole
Yeah.
story.
like you have to build the foundation
Mm.
with the big rocks and then okay.
But The Rock didn't come
No,
in until
Rock-
later.
Yeah, he didn't
The
come
Rock
in
didn't
until
until 4, 6. No,
I thought it was
5.
five.
5.
I love.
See,
The
I know
Rock
all this
so
behind the scenes stuff. I
much.
just have not seen the movie.
I
Just don't watch 4 and 2.
Mm,
Oh,
just
those two are
skip
horrible.
two.
how amazing
2
The
and 4.
Rock is. I love him so much.
well,
Except in
He's
Baywatch.
So adorable. What an adorable man.
Oh my
Who, The
God.
Rock?
Yeah.
yeah, I would.
Adorable. So
I
if
would.
you saw The Rock, would you go coochie coochie coo?
I sure would.
Let me just say this, okay? I know this is like off
Is
topic.
that what you're asking?
when we went to go see
Oh no!
when we went to go see My Little Pony, they had a trailer for a movie that John Cena is going to be voicing in called
Oh,
Ferdinand.
yeah, Ferdinand. Yeah.
And like the whole trailer is not a lot of scenes from the movie. It's all based on like showing him in live action. Like, hey, I'm voicing this character.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
They're
trailer.
trying to sell that movie. That's the.
Wait,
he's
what
like in a
movie?
farm, right?
Yeah.
Movie.
It's like the bull or
Apparently,
whatever.
like Ferdinand's like it's been
friendly
around, that,
bull.
that
Ferdinand.
Ferdinand.
Oh, I just
Cena.
just checked in. Hi, Ferdinand. Right.
Well, we
They're
start
both
talking about
ladies.
wrestling, I guess. You know.
Yeah.
I should have invited Andy on the podcast. He would have been able to tell you about John Cena
Yeah.
and how you can't see him.
He did say, he was like, they've never invited me on the podcast.
Yeah, Andy
Nope.
wants to come on. You need to invite him.
I guess we'll have to invite
we
Andy.
banter really good, so I mean, you can invite me again.
Oh, you saw that? You should
Don't
just like she slid into the DMs right there. She's just yeah. I'm being invited.
Yeah.
So number 8, and this is actually going to get a little update too. Actually, no, I'm sorry. This is number 7 because I haven't read this one yet. Gambit movie taps Pirates of the Caribbean and The Ring director Gore Verbinski.
Wait, that thing's still a thing?
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh, come on.
So Gore Verbinski is in the process of finalizing a deal to direct the upcoming solo Gambit movie. Deadline reports that the director of the 3 Pirates of the Caribbean films and The Ring will helm the film for Fox, the studio behind the movies in the X-Men franchise. Are we ever going to see this movie? It's had like
not.
6 different directors. Channing Tatum's still, attached to it.
Is he still...
Really?
Really?
Yeah,
I mean, he's a
Oh,
nice
man.
looking man, but
but he's not Gambit.
He's not
No.
Gambit. I can't see him go, Moshari.
I mean, good
He wasn't
for him.
French.
Booking it.
He was
Make money.
Cajun, though.
What's
So
he?
he has to talk like this.
Hey, Cher.
Hey, Shell.
With the cards.
The cards. Did you not watch X-Men, the X-Men?
No.
Fox show, the Fox
Do I
X-Men.
look like I watched X-Men or blah, blah, blah?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
on Netflix.
I haven't watched it.
You really have never watched it?
No, I haven't.
Aw.
No.
It's one of my favorite cartoons.
That's another
ever.
one of those things. I watched the X-Men movie when I was like 12 or 13.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I know. I'm bad with movies.
And this is the one I was talking about. Number 8 has a little bit of an update to it as well. So Netflix raises the U.S. streaming subscription prices.
Oh,
listen,
Hold
listen.
on a
You know this is
second.
going to happen.
So Netflix has raised its subscription prices once again in the U.S. Variety reports Netflix's standard 2-stream HD service is now $10.99 per month, up $1 per month from their previous $9.99 fee. Meanwhile, the 4-stream family plan now costs $13.99 per month instead of $11.99. Netflix's single-stream standard definition will remain at $7.99. But I saw on the way over here, there's an update that Hulu is cutting prices.
Oh, yes!
Whoa, they're trying to compete now.
So
Breaking news.
for the standard like commercial laden US subscription, I think it's $5.99 a month.
Yeah, it better be.
So
I hate that.
see, I don't mind it. I pay was it
$7.99, I think,
Yeah,
without
$8
commercial.
I
or
pay
something
the
like that.
extra, but I don't think they should offer the cheap. Well, now it's super cheap, but I don't think
Yeah.
they should offer it because it ruins the whole experience.
I feel like I'm still watching TV. I don't know. It just gives me that
This
thing.
is the kind of things like I would
Oh,
love to see
yeah.
what the theme parks do.
commercials.
You know, when the theme parks like raise prices, and then the other theme parks like, oh, we're going to raise our prices too.
Yeah.
I've always thought like, why doesn't another theme park be like, oh, you know, we're going to lower ours a
just
little bit.
Yeah.
That may attract more people.
Yeah.
Because
So-
with theme parks though, people are still going to show up regardless. Well, mainly down here. I don't know about anywhere else.
California,
Right.
or anything else.
Right.
I think it's here. They just know that people are just going to go to Disney no matter what, or Universal. SeaWorld though,
I'm looking forward to paying
SeaWorld's
$200 next
fire.
year.
I know,
For what?
right?
What's that?
The way the prices are raising, we'll pay $200 to go to Magic Kingdom next year. I
Yeah.
guarantee you.
Ooh.
Yeah.
SeaWorld though, they seem like they're lowering their prices like crazy.
No, they got like lots of great deals at SeaWorld. And I think like that's
I love
SeaWorld
SeaWorld.
and Busch Gardens is like the best value for annual pass
SeaWorld's
in all
my
of
Yep.
Florida.
It's like,
SeaWorld's
what
my
is it?
favorite theme park.
$13 a month for
Yep.
SeaWorld and Busch
I got
Gardens.
SeaWorld and Aquatica for
No
13
down
bucks.
payment.
Nope.
Does it
Fire.
include parking too?
Yes, that
Okay.
does include parking.
I love SeaWorld is my favorite theme park of all time.
Get out of here. For real?
Seriously.
And
Wow.
I think it's like around $25 or $30, somewhere in that range, and it'll get you into all the SeaWorld Busch Gardens parks around the country, plus free preferred parking. And that's only like $30 a month, somewhere around there.
Fire.
The coolest thing that SeaWorld still offers is that that dining plan thing that they do. What is
Yes,
Oh my
the annual
God,
pass
yes.
dining plan.
So
Yes.
it's, was it
So
$80 for the year and you get one meal every single
So
day?
Every visit. Yep.
So good.
That's
That
worth it.
shark restaurant is really cool.
Really?
I've never
I
eaten
never
it
been.
there.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not included though, right? In
I
that,
don't think it's in the
I don't
annual
know.
pass
I didn't-
dining plan,
I
but
don't know.
yeah, I think
I'm
it's just
sure-
like quick service or whatever.
Yeah.
Like I have a friend at work; they actually go there almost every single day just to go get the meal. He's like, "Yeah, why wouldn't we?
yeah,
That's
free-
lunch or
basically
dinner.
a free
you know?
meal.
Yeah, why wouldn't we?
And exercise. Getting out.
Yeah,
Hey.
Exactly.
Yeah. Didi, that's it for my news. So we didn't have a whole lot this week. So do you
Did I have
have anything?
I'm so sorry. I do
For us.
have
I always
the-
feel like every
That one was kind of
every week. Didi will whisper, "I'm so sorry" at some point during the podcast.
I'm so sorry.
I hate you all so much right now.
As long as you hate us equally.
I hate you all. Okay.
Fake news.
China. So John Carpenter says that the new Halloween movie, you guys know that there's the Halloween's going to get
Jamie Lee
redone.
Curtis
Jamie
coming
Lee
back.
Curtis, yeah.
She's coming back.
How?
I
I don't know, because she died.
Stop it.
She did.
Anywho.
H2O, right? That's when she died?
Yeah.
Yeah. So initially, no, not H2O. It was Resurrection.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. H2O was the one with Busta Rhymes.
No, H2O was the one with LL Cool J. Resurrection had Busta Rhymes. LL Cool J was the one that saved Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah.
He was there, and them two were the only ones that
Yeah,
lived.
that's right.
So anywho. So John Carpenter said that the new Halloween movie is going to be a continuation of the series, but initially it was supposed to be Halloween 2, and then everything else was like non-existent. Now he says it's going to be just the first
Everything's
Halloween
canon.
existed. Just the first Halloween's
Oh.
canon. That's it.
Oh.
Oh.
So
That's
Halloween 2
interesting.
never existed. So that makes me mad because Halloween 2 was better than the original Halloween.
But in no Season of the Witch?
Oh boy.
Happy Halloween.
So
Oof.
nothing besides the first one is canon now.
Basically.
I mean, one
So
is
they're
a
pulling a
classic.
Disney.
Little cool to,
Huh?
They're pulling to Disney
Yeah.
What do you mean?
with Star Wars, saying like nothing is canon. Minus what we're saying.
Yeah.
Right.
Coder.
Movie-wise.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah, KOTOR.
Oh, it's a shame. But yeah. So yeah. Halloween 2 was such a great movie. I loved it.
I don't even remember it. I have to go
So
back and watch
good.
them.
Oh, so good.
I remember like because that one still had Jamie Lee Curtis in it too.
Yeah,
right?
she
It was
was-
a direct continuation.
Yeah, it was kind of like she was half the movie. She was like knocked out from whatever, and then the other half she's like, "Ugh, I'm hiding."
Wasn't that every movie?
Listen,
they did a Halloween 2 Amazing Horror Nights, right?
Yeah.
Hell Comes to Haddonfield. I
Yeah.
believe.
Yeah.
Mhm. It was good. That was a good house.
The ones I even liked were the one with Danielle Harris when she was still a kid. Oh, I think it was 4 and 5 or 5 and 6, something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It was like with his niece or something. I don't remember exactly.
But now she doesn't exist.
Yeah.
And John Carpenter might actually do the score, so a lot of synth.
Oh.
That's gonna be lit. I can't
How
wait.
about that?
Yeah.
So, speaking of which, 2049, the Blade Runner, that soundtrack, go listen to it. If you into that weird synth type music, and it's not, I mean, not like that, but it's oh god, it's so good. It almost killed the bass in my car, by the way.
Really?
Yeah, it was. Legit. I'm like, oh my god,
Really-
my mirror is vibrating. Like I can't see behind me.
I'm really stoked to see that movie.
Oh, it's so good.
Whoa. Okay. Shania Twain, her comeback album is the new #1 album in the country.
I saw her music video. I'm not gonna lie.
Actually, I'm
She looks weird now.
It's weird. Like she still looks the same, but not at the same time.
You know, she's
but like
aged.
when I was a teenager,
Right.
though, I was like, man, Shania Twain's hot.
That don't impress me much.
That was her.
Oh. No.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I feel like a woman. See, Banks remembers that one.
And then Faith Hill came along and said,
Didn't they
"Get
use
out
that
of
for
here!"
like some
Shania
sort of like
Twain.
hair shampoo commercial? Wasn't?
Yeah.
Yes.
Was that Pantene?
No, I
And
think
then
it's
you-
Herbalissences, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Now, no one takes a shower ever.
Yeah.
That's true.
Mom.
Herbalissences.
Move on, because we're gonna talk about the Herbalissences commercials from back in the day.
All right,
That was an uncomfortable
Yeah,
feeling for me. So I think I was a teenager.
Oh.
I'm talking about my teenager years a lot.
You're watching it with your grandmother, like,
Ooh.
ooh, ee.
Hey. Okay. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Bless her? Should we pretend that wasn't?
That was
Should
a
we
good
cover
one
that
too. No, because he snorted on the pockets before, but not like that. That was awesome. That was a good one.
Because you're
Yeah,
a jerk.
It's deep.
AOL is shutting down.
No.
I'm sorry. AIM.
AIM is
AOL
Yeah,
Instant
okay.
Messenger is shutting down. AOL is now called Oath.
End of an era.
So
Yeah, no, like that's.
So, do you guys remember what your
ASL?
screen name?
Oh
was
my
your
God, yeah.
ASL or your AIM screen names?
Yep.
Yeah.
Was yours?
Mine was so basic.
What was yours?
Yeah.
Mine was my high school and my graduation year, so it was Texas
boo.
High 2005.
Boo.
I was not creative.
Oh,
I know
crap.
you were like 2 when AIM came around. What was yours?
Yeah,
Jennifer?
I'm super young.
It was Rainbow Bright.
So Rainbow Bright 72. No, actually, mine was just EXO, Alyssa, EXO.
Oh,
That's it.
come on, man.
I'm
Did you have a
not.
good
I'm not
one?
creative.
You got to remember what was big when AIM was going on.
Wrestling.
Yeah, so
What was yours?
it was Degenerate 07.
Mine was Lil X Pac 841.
Wait.
I don't even know why it's funny. I'm just laughing at Mike's laugh.
I've known you for years. I've never known you beat a Sean Waltman X-Pac mark. How have I never known this?
I was the giant Razor Ramon 1 2 3 kid
Oh,
like
God.
Mark.
Are we talking
So-
about wrestling again?
Yeah, I think
No,
so.
we're just talking about my screen name. So
No, but yeah, but I don't know what
But
your
yeah,
screen is.
X-Pac is a wrestler from back
X Pac
in
was
the
the
day.
wrestlers back in the day. So
Oh, God.
my high school friends and I, we were losers, and we kind of gave ourselves like wrestling nicknames.
That
And
sounds
so we
like you had
kind
a
of
much better high school than I did.
Oh.
Oh man, my high school ruled. But yeah, when wrestling was like the Attitude Era wrestling, that was the best
It was
time.
like
to be in school.
98 through like 2002 or
Yeah,
so.
that was like the best time because everyone wore wrestling shirts. So like my friends and I, we would wear like DX shirts or like NWO shirts.
You weren't allowed. You got to a point in high school you weren't allowed to wear DX shirts because it
we
said
weren't allowed
"suck
to
it" on the
wear-
back.
Yes, suck it.
I remember that.
Yeah, we weren't allowed to wear
yeah.
them. So
There was
but
a
we
kid,
still wore them anyway.
like a little weird kid that used to do the stupid to everyone.
My 7-year-old.
That's the best. But yeah, Lil X Pac 841.
Oh God.
Yeah, pour one out for Instant Messenger.
Yeah,
Oh.
December 15th,
Wait,
y'all.
ASL.
ASL.
Oh, December 15th is a big date.
What's going on? 15th.
I think we're going to talk about it after this commercial break, aren't we?
Oh yeah, in a minute. Yeah. We're not there yet.
Who's
Oh,
doing
you're
the
right.
commercial?
I don't know.
Do you want me to sing? I can sing.
Sure.
Oh, sure.
Snow glows.
Copyright strike. No.
It was so on key. You can't do that.
So Bruce Springsteen is going on Broadway. He's doing a one-man show 5 days a week for I forgot how long he's going to do it
With
for.
the E Street Band or just by himself?
By himself, where he sings like of course some of his songs, well a lot of his songs. It's a 2-hour show, and he does some poetry that he's written, stuff like that, in a 960-seat theater.
Oh, wow.
Previews have started last week, and I wish I had the money to go because
$1,500 a ticket.
Wow, that's actually a good guess.
Really?
But StubHub have let's do. What do you think the lowest ticket is going on for
I have
StubHub?
$7.95.
Okay, I got $7.95. If you do go over, we're doing Price is Right rules. You're out.
So how big of a theater?
What do we get?
960-seat theater on Broadway.
I'm
And
going to
Alyssa, you
say
said $7.95?
He said $7.95. $7.95.
I'm going to go $1, Drew.
Wow, $1.
right.
You're going for $1.
$6.50.
$6.50. Congratulations, Mike. It's $700.
Wow.
That's the cheapest ticket to see Bruce Springsteen on
Wow,
Broadway.
that's crazy.
Okay.
And now the most expensive ticket.
Mm.
What do you think that is?
$2,200.
Okay.
I mean, that sounds good. I'm going to
1,700.
piggyback on that.
All right, $2,400.
Wow, not too bad. That's crazy though.
That's a lot of money.
So this is basically like when artists go to Las Vegas to hold residency at a casino. It's basically
Yeah.
that but in New York.
Yeah.
Basically, but this is the boss. Come on now.
Yeah, true.
I can see Celine Dion on YouTube.
I can see Bruce Springsteen on YouTube.
Hey.
Dancing with oh God, who was the from Friends that was in
Courtney
the
Cox.
Courtney Cox.
Okay. A save for later option is coming to Twitter. So instead of pressing the like button, you could just do save for later to read whatever or bring it up if you want to.
I thought you could do that already.
Yeah, but that's like. That's the like button.
Oh.
It's technically.
Maybe I'm just thinking of Facebook then.
Probably.
Oh, yeah.
And you guys already did the Szechuan whatever sauce. Bah. Kit Harington's wedding is gonna halt production for Them Thrones for a good few days.
My heart.
You know
So
nothing, Jon
adorable.
Snow.
Yeah.
I love them
so
so
just so the
much.
cast can attend the wedding. So expect it to be come out a little bit later.
So now we have to wait till
thought.
2020 for.
Well, the good thing is, I don't know if you guys heard or not, but they actually just received the scripts for the last season.
Oh.
Yeah, they were talking about it the other day that they received the scripts and they're reviewing it now to make sure that of course it's just the first rough draft, but at least they received the scripts that at least it's moving along. So
Get hype. Woo! For Them Thrones season 8, 9?
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
All right, so
That's it. That's all I got for the Get Hype news. Woo!
before we get into tots, we got a little commercial break.
Commercial breaks.
Do we really? Oh, I thought you were joking.
No, we actually have a commercial break.
Actually, commercial break.
So, Didi,
Oh.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Got it. Okay.
do you know
Okay.
that there is this awesome company called Video Blocks?
Video blocks. What is it?
You know, we talked about this for 3 weeks. We don't have to
We
do
did.
the whole like fake thing now.
Oh, that is true. But Video blocks is a really, really, really sick deal. Like legit, it's awesome.
It's
$149 a year.
I
Yeah,
don't
it's
know
really
what
cool.
it is.
Video Blocks, it's this really awesome company that you can go to their website and use a lot of stock footage, whether it be like B-roll or pictures,
And?
even audio.
Man.
It's really cool because we were talking about in reference that I was going to do an episode of the vlog over at St. Augustine, but of course with 3 kids, it's a little difficult to try and get B-roll footage. When you got Daddy, buy me this,
Yeah.
or hey, leave me alone.
Have you
Well,
hung
you
out
need
with
to
those
pan.
kids?
They're great kids. You shut up.
Well, one's at the adult level where she's just kind of like, I'm an individual.
Oh, Lord. Anyway, so I was able to go to videoblocks.com/expansion drive and sign up for $149 a month, or not a month, for the whole entire year. And I was able to get all this B-roll footage, from this place and that place, and then this audio and that picture. And it's really cool that $149 a month. You can't beat that.
Per year.
And let me just say, like, I love Video Blocks. I've been using them for a long time. A lot of the graphics that I've built for commercials and even the intro to the video version of Expansion Drive was made thanks to Video Blocks because they have awesome things where I don't have enough time to learn how to build graphics in Apple Motion, but Video Blocks has Apple Motion templates where all I have to do is download it and insert the clips I need, and the graphics are made right there.
So awesome. And all you have to do is go to videoblocks.com. That is videoblocks.com/expansion drive. $149 a month, or for the
$149
year.
a year.
I keep saying a month, man. It's for the year.
Well, so many services are probably the month.
You should figure out how much it is per month and just say that.
I think we tried doing that, but we're not good at math.
We're not good at math.
I don't
It's
need
like
no-
1672
no math
a month
here.
or
Please, no.
something. Yeah.
But that's who's bringing Tots to the podcast today. So thank you for Video Blocks for sponsoring Tots. And let's go ahead and get into Tots real quick.
See, that was on point.
Good job.
Finally, it only took you 23
Now,
episodes.
You said December 15th, and I was like, that's going to be a big day. Well, that's because there's a little thing coming out on December 15th called Star Wars The Last Jedi.
You are the last Jedi. You possess. Come on, man. The Last Dragon. You possess the power of the glow.
What are you doing?
Ray's gonna go.
Fan fiction? Like, what's going on?
I don't know.
Who is the greatest?
So
Kylo.
I have not watched the trailer.
Oh.
The trailer,
Man, yes.
Get hype.
but the trailer debuted Monday night during Monday Night Football. I decided not to watch it because
you.
I was afraid of spoilers because Ryan Johnson came out and said, "Hey, don't watch it." But Ryan Johnson came out right afterwards and says, "You know what? Don't listen to what I just said."
That was a forced tweet by Disney.
Go watch it.
Had to be forced tweet. That was a forced tweet.
But you know what? We're gonna watch it.
I'm not watching it. I am not watching it. No way.
All right. So
Wait,
Didi,
you're not watching it at all.
No, I don't watch trailers. I don't do it.
he doesn't want to watch it. So
No.
Didi, if you want, go ahead and go into the next room.
Fine, jerks.
Because I actually want to see it. I
We
decided
need live
Microphone.
reactions.
I needed to save it for the podcast. So have you watched it all yet?
I've
Alyssa?
already watched it. I've watched it like 50 times already.
Jerk.
All right, so we're gonna get live reactions of us watching this trailer as Didi screams away, and then we'll talk about it.
All right.
Let me know when you guys start the whole thing again, though.
Okay, all right, go bye, Didi.
Sure.
Are we starting this?
All right, we're starting this. Ready? Here we go.
Go.
Brightness is up.
He found him.
Oh, freaking idols.
AT-ATs.
I love the red color throughout
Yeah.
the marketing.
All right, so that's obviously Snoke that's talking. Oh, she's got a white lightsaber.
That's blue. It's just, you know.
That looks white. Oh, the music.
Something
Oh,
inside me has always been there. But now it's awake.
Yeah, it's blue. What? I think Luke even looks surprised there.
Didn't scare him then.
Uh-oh.
He's frightened.
Uh-oh.
Did he just smash his helmet?
Kylo Ren's tie.
Oh. I don't like his scar. It looks weird.
Oh no, is he gonna shoot?
Ah! No, Kylo.
Porg!
I'm not sold on the porg yet.
Finn and Phasma!
What is that? Whoa.
I need someone to show me my place in all this.
Ah!
All right, I don't think that's... I think that's like clever editing.
I think so too, but still, get hype!
Yes, very much get hype. Didi!
Come on in, Didi.
Didi! Didi! All right, you're safe now. You're safe.
Well, but now we want to discuss it.
I hope you guys are happy that you guys got the plot twist.
No, I think it's super obvious.
It's clever editing.
Yeah, I think it's a lot of clever
And
editing.
there's still a lot in this movie we have not seen or know much about, like Laura Dern and Benicio del Toro's characters. We still don't know anything about them.
Like, there's a couple things in there that I probably could have taken as spoilery. Is that a word?
But trailers are meant to be edited in a certain
but
way.
I think it's totally edited a certain way. What were you gonna say?
With trailers nowadays, anyway, I feel like they all reveal too much. So I don't know if that's the trend or what it is, but they're not low key anymore.
I definitely feel like this doesn't really reveal a lot because I feel like there's still a lot.
It's better than most. Of the
Force
ones I've seen
Awakens, I think,
recently.
was the same way too, where Disney was super careful about like how much they actually revealed about everything, and we went into Force Awakens not knowing what the hell was going to happen.
Yeah,
and I'm hoping that's what's going to be the case with this too. Of course, they showed a little bit, but I'm man. I think I said, no, I didn't say it during the podcast, but I've already bought 2 different showings for it. So we're going, my wife and I are going to go Friday morning, that day, was it the 15th or whatever it is. And then the day after, we're going to take the whole family and go see it again then.
I've got my ticket for Thursday night, 7:30, Cinemark over here at Artagon. I'm pumped. I'm pumped.
Yeah, I can't wait.
And then I'm going to Galactic Nights the next night. Yes, I'm going to Galactic Nights.
1:30 in the morning.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
so
yeah, Brittany.
friend of the show, Brittany. We're calling you out, Brittany. It's not like you're going to listen to this anyway. Jeez, Brittany, don't support your friends or nothing. Brittany said that she's going to the 1:30 a.m. show at Cinemark, or no, not Cinemark. Was it Point Orlando?
Point Orlando, because the IMAX 3D.
1:30 in the morning. How long is the runtime for this? Have they announced yet?
I don't think they've announced it. It's got to be well over 2 hours.
You figure, because
Probably 2.5.
Yeah.
Like
Take
Force
a nap.
Awakens.
Go watch it.
Oh.
Are you gonna? Did you get your ticket? I'm waiting on mine.
I
I saw. I think it. I forget what. I think it was AMC. Maybe other chains are doing this too, but they're doing a double feature, but also a whole marathon of every single episode. Like starting on Thursday or Wednesday or Thursday, and doing all
double
I
feature.
want to get the
Midnight
tickets for.
show.
I don't want it to be spoiled or anything. My boyfriend, my first date was at the Plaza.
Oh, really?
Yeah, for the Force Awakens. So,
how
yeah,
cute.
I know.
2-year
Yeah,
anniversary.
I know. He invited me, and then after the fact, I was like, "Oh, he had two seats. He must have bought those for someone." I know. So I was like a stand-in. Who knows? Why are y'all looking at me like that? It's supposed to be
fired.
funny.
Shots fired. Oh, I thought this was like getting too real for a second.
No.
Oh, okay. All right.
But he had 2 seats, and I filled one of them.
Oh, so cute.
I know.
How
But yeah, so I'd like to
adorable.
see it. I'd like to see it on Thursday.
Are you one of the
that's so
ones that
adorable.
dresses up, for the movies and whatnot?
I wish
I
I
would.
was.
I would do it if I had the costume.
Yeah, I would. I'm that person, but I just am not creative enough.
I'm not. I'm gonna go see it probably Tuesday morning.
You think you're gonna be able to stay away from spoilers for that long?
Oh yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I've done it. I did it for Force Awakens. I've done it. I do it for everything. I'm good. I'm good at this sort of stuff. Trust me. I
don't trust people enough.
I'm a professional when it comes to staying away from spoilers. I'm a spoiler-free professional. I don't know how people stay spoiler-free for them Thrones, but that's crazy. I don't know how people do that. But
Yeah.
For Star Wars, if it's a few days later, I'm sure I could.
I'm hyped.
sure
I can't wait.
Movie Pass makes a difference, man. I'm gonna wait for that Movie
need
Pass
that.
and
That's pretty cool.
yeah, baby.
I'm still hoping that they decide to finally do that family plan version of it. Because as of right now, they just have the single person.
Oh,
So,
it's gonna be like for you guys, it'll be like $50 a month, probably.
well, I'm sure they'll probably do some type of discount because then that's the same exact
Yeah,
price
so
as doing.
great.
You know,
Yeah.
I would hope anyway. We'll see. We'll see what happens. So everybody's ready for Star Wars. Everybody.
Yes.
I'm not sold on the whole porg thing yet. I don't know what it is.
What's
The
That's that character that Tori's all obsessed about.
That sounds like
Yeah, it looks,
Tori
I don't know.
is
They just-
obsessed
Yeah.
with the
They
porg.
just want to sell merchandise with a pork.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
we've
yeah.
already talked about that. It's
Okay.
just straight up Ewok. You know,
Yeah.
they're trying to sell merch.
Man, did I love the Ewoks.
But the Ewoks saved the entire
Republic with sticks and stones.
Yeah. The Porgs are gonna do the same thing with Return of the Jedi 2.
That's well. Is this gonna be Return of the Jedi or is this?
Empire is gonna be Empire
Well, 'cause
2.
that's what-
Empire Strikes Back 2.
I was gonna say because that's what we joke around with 9. 9 is
No,
gonna
it
be
is.
Return 2.
It will.
But there, I don't know if I can say it because Didi's in it. But there was that one creature in the trailer.
Oh, the dog looking creature.
Oh, so you saw a photo of that?
I saw the
the ice dog creature.
Yeah, because everyone's like talking about like it's the
pretty.
most adorable, like the coolest
Look
creature.
like a Pokemon or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like
It looks
it.
like-
But it looks, yeah, it looks
Really?
cool. It
What's
looks
it-
like it's on crates. It looks like winter on crate or something because it has that same
Yeah.
kind of red underneath the ice.
Yeah, yeah.
and snow.
Well, I can't
don't
even
know.
thought. What's the game Okami? That's what kind of
Yeah.
reminded me of.
I wonder if it's gonna like have a ultimate transformation mode, flames sticking out,
I don't know. I'm just
ponyta.
I'm ready.
Really cool.
bring
I'm
it,
ready.
Bring it.
It's I don't know if I like Kylo's new scar.
I did see the picture of his scar. It's like
It's weird.
black.
Yeah,
It looks like some sort of like Band-Aid type thing.
Yeah,
on
it's
the scar.
weird.
Because there were some
Yeah.
shots where he had it and some where he didn't.
Yeah.
It's like scrapbook tape.
yeah, yeah.
Some kind of way of healing it or something. I
Maybe
don't know.
it just looks odd.
It looks like a giant scab.
I know Ryan
He's a-
Johnson moved it
Maybe
from where it was.
maybe they'll explain it.
Maybe he's picking at it.
Right.
It's like a
Right.
bad scar.
Oy. All
Maybe
right.
it has ultra force powers. You unpeel it like Cyclops when he.
That's probably it.
I don't
That's
know.
probly it.
Yeah,
This guy.
that's it.
This
Yeah,
guy.
yeah.
The midichlorians come out.
Oh, the midichlorians. All right, let's get into random topics. See if anybody. Do we have random topic music? I don't think we do.
We
do we?
don't have random
we
topic music. Yes.
No. So,
Okay.
Banks, you look like you have one.
I was just thinking about it right now. So I'm going to the Chew taped at Epcot last
Chew.
week. I got to go to an episode.
So good.
Wheel of Fortune is here this week,
Hey.
taping like 17 episodes. That's going to air over
17 episodes?
They're airing them. They're taping them all at once, and then they're going to sporadically air them. Like the first week of episodes will be in November, and then they'll air another week at Epcot in March.
Wait a second. How are they going to do 17 episodes? Is it all within like how many days? Like how many
Within
days
like
are
this week, whole week. So they'll probably
Wow.
they probably tape like 4 or 5 a day. And that's
You don't
usually
have
how
to
a
be
lot
on
of
point
game
with it.
shows will tape. They'll tape multiple episodes in one day. And with Wheel of Fortune, it's not like the winners return. It's always a new set of contestants every
That's
episode.
That's true.
So it's just a quick turnaround. But I'm going Wednesday night with Brittany. We're going to do a segment on the show. We're probably going to get to talk to Pat and Vanna. And I am a lifelong Wheel of
gosh.
Fortune fanatic. I love
so
game
jealous.
shows, and this is a dream for me to get to go to a taping of Wheel of Fortune.
Vanna White is an icon.
I saw her at the Chew
Yes.
taping at the episode of the Chew I was at. She
I
was
saw
the
that episode
guest.
today. That episode was on
Yeah,
today. Yeah.
So I was in the audience for that. So like this, I'm so excited because like I remember when Wheel of Fortune used to come to Disney back in the '90s, and they would
Yeah.
tape in the sound stages at MGM Studios.
That's right.
Yeah.
And then in 2000, I think they taped episodes at Universal when it was called Universal Studios Escape. And then in
Yeah.
2009,
Yeah.
they taped at SeaWorld.
SeaWorld.
So they're the only TV show that has gotten to tape at all 3 major Orlando
pretty
parks.
cool.
Now
Wow.
they're back at Disney.
That's so
pretty
cool.
That's so cool. So, oh man, I would love to go meet Vanna White.
I know.
Y'all follow us on our socials. We'll post all about it while we're at the tapings. I am so freaking hyped for this.
Oh, get hype. But
if they let me, like after they film, if they let me just spin that wheel once, I'd be the happiest person in the world.
Did you see that Pat Sajak was on the Jungle Cruise?
Yeah,
like either yesterday.
Yeah.
They've been pre-taping bits for the past week and a half, and they must have had him taping some stuff as the Jungle Cruise skipper.
Yeah.
Aw,
I wish
that's
I was
cute.
there. I would have been like, oh my God, Pat Sajak.
That's pretty cool.
All right. Anybody
Oh
else?
man, it's so hype.
I didn't think about it.
That's all right.
Do you want to talk about? I don't know.
I went shopping before this.
Did you shop for your shirt?
No. Oh, I'm wearing a shirt for a dress right now. So you're welcome.
I think the camera's up a little high. You're okay.
Yeah.
You're
I
okay.
think I'm good. That was it. Yeah. That's all I got.
All right. All right.
Certainly random.
And we can talk about protein concentrations.
What is
Kidding.
protein concentrations? You keep mentioning this. What is that?
I was just what I wrote the paper on.
No, I'm just curious. Like, what is it though?
Oh, it's just I do a lab. It's called quantitative biological methods.
All right.
And one of the one of the assays we did was to assess the protein concentration of a sample of E. coli lysate.
Ooh.
Yeah, and also to measure the enzyme reaction velocity of a certain enzyme and how it reacts with the assay,
Wow, that sounds
CDNB.
that
It's
sounds
really fun.
That sounds very educational.
Everyone just turned everything off.
I was just curious what it was.
I'm wearing a shirt for a dress.
Hey.
Hey now.
Didi, what do you got?
So there was a cool article that talked about the decline in theme park population for Disney specifically, and an increase for Universal. I was just wondering if specifically you, Banks, if you've noticed that since you go to the parks a
Like
lot.
more people visiting Universal
than Disney as of late. Yeah.
It's kind of hard to tell. Like I go so much, especially nowadays. This year, it just seems like every day I go, it's busy. Like I don't think I've seen a dead season in years. And I mean, I could kind of see that because Universal has been open, even though a lot of it's not really very, good. Universal has been opening up a lot more attractions lately than Disney.
He's right.
So they're really driving the people to want to go and see Volcano Bay, see Fallon for whatever reason.
Man, shots
Shots
fired.
fired.
Man, what's the hate with Fallon?
Well, it's probably the queue, and then they leave the ride.
Yeah, that's the thing. I
second part's
freaking love that queue, and the entertainment in the queue. It's great. It's top, one of the best like entertainment queues out there. But I mean, it's just a standard simulator with a
okay.
screen.
I was just curious. Yeah.
But anyway, but I can kind of see. I can get, especially with Volcano Bay, a whole new park. I mean, it's a water park, but they want to call it a theme park.
It's a water
Whatever.
park.
It's a water park, but it's still a new park.
Yeah.
So I can see how people are wanting to spend more time at Universal right now than with Disney because even though they just opened Pandora, there's still a lot of construction going on, especially Hollywood Studios.
Yeah.
And it's so hard to defend, like telling people, no, yeah, it's worth going to studios right now. I can't say that. I honestly cannot say
if
that.
you have a pass, yeah.
Yeah, if you have your annual pass, then go because there's still some awesome rides there.
And
But
you can eat at the Brown
if
Derby.
you're like, if you're visiting, if someone's visiting Disney and they had 3 days, I would tell them just skip studios, come back in 2019
100%, yeah.
because right now there's only 4 rides and it's bad.
Yeah.
2019?
It's a
You mean like
wasteland.
2029?
It's going to open in 2019. I will guarantee you it will open in 2019.
Is Toy Story opening?
It may
next
open.
summer?
It's going to open at Disneyland first, and we'll get it in later 2019.
I thought they were opening up the same day.
Nope,
No,
they
they
announced
already
announced it that Disneyland's going to open first,
Again, as
and then we'll get it later.
Tori says this every single week. You always forget what we talk about on the show. We talked about this already. I'm surprised you even remember what Baseline Tap House is.
I get a free pass. It was my birthday.
I guess.
Sure.
Do you think Toy Story is going to open up next year?
Oh, it is. It'll open up next summer. That the rides are in place. They're just working on the land. They're working on landscape right now. A lot of trees have already been put into place. So walkways are starting to form. I saw an aerial photo a couple days ago of a walkway that has a giant footprint in it because you're supposed to be shrunk down.
Yeah.
So.
That's
So yeah, I guarantee that it will open next summer for sure, and I wouldn't be surprised if you saw some soft openings for Toy Story probably late spring.
wow.
So it'll probably open early next summer for sure, officially.
That'd be really neat.
Get hype.
Wow.
Speaking of studios, the other thing that we didn't talk about when you guys went to Baseline Tap House, because I've never done it before, you met Star-Lord and Baby Groot and BB-8, right?
Yes,
You guys scared me. I literally thought you meant like Star Wars, like Chris Pratt.
My god.
Oh.
No,
I would have been like, "Whoa!"
I'd be like, what happened with Anna Faris? What?
You wouldn't.
No. Yeah. Wait, no. Of course I wouldn't. No, of course I wouldn't. I'd be like, hi. That's it. That's what I would do. But yeah, it was cool. I liked meeting Baby Groot and Star-Lord. And the guy, Star-Lord, was great.
Was he really?
He's really cool.
Good.
Yeah. Yeah, I liked it. You know.
Because
You might see a little bit on the segment.
Was that on there too?
It might
Yeah.
be on there.
Because I
I
heard
did-
the earlier ones were not that good. Like when they first opened, it wasn't that
There's
good.
only one.
Yeah, there's only one Star Lord, man. Come on.
Seriously.
Live the
Uh,
gimmick,
What the
Didi.
I'm so sorry.
But for BB-8, I
Oh yeah, we met BB-8 too. Yeah.
was so awkward. I don't know what to say to a ball that's on top of a ball that beeps. Like, what do you say? And yeah, and then I like asked him a question, but he like kind of beeped over me, and I was like, okay, here, let's start here. Okay, take a picture. It was I was awkward.
Does it move? Like, does it?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Gimmick?
Like the whole head spins around,
Yeah.
goes up and down. Yeah, and you can touch
it is
them.
Cool. It is
You can touch
cool.
him?
You can touch them.
You
That's
can.
surprising.
I think that's where I got awkward. Is because I thought I couldn't touch him. Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh,
Much like
he's a big- he's a
I
Baymax.
was just gonna say like Baymax the other
Bro.
he's a big celebrity.
So Gavin's trying to meet Baymax. So Gavin, we're trying to meet Baymax on Saturday, and then for some odd reason, the girl's like, "You can't touch him. You can't hug him. Can you stay away? Do not have your arms out." And I'm just like, "Ma'am."
And Gavin's already up hugging him.
Yeah,
And
I'm hugging him.
Gavin's like waiting for the PhotoPass person to take his picture, and
and
he's just sitting there like,
like
hugging
this.
him, hugging him, hugging him, hugging him.
And then they're like, "Oh,
And
we're
then-
gonna take a picture," and Gavin's just like,
And he got like super embarrassed about it.
And he's like,
it was
no.
really
Yeah,
awkward.
I would be embarrassed too.
I felt so bad for him. I was
like-
trying to like calm him down. He got super embarrassed, red faced, and he looked like he was almost going to tear up a little bit.
"Yeah."
Yeah, well, it's
But
people
just
that go
like,
to
come
theme
on.
parks a lot. You feel like you try to follow the rules.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
You hug characters. Like,
Yeah.
that's what you do.
Yeah, that's-
especially
that's
that
weird.
big round.
You used to be able to hug Baymax.
Yeah.
Yeah. The handler was not so
Nice.
She did not have her pixie dust that day. Let's just say that.
Put
your backpack over there.
The what?
I know a few of the character spot attendants, and I can vouch that some
Maybe
of them.
Yeah.
maybe she wasn't actually a character attendant.
That's. I mean,
Maybe
it's
she was
possible.
an imposter.
It just.
Because she was
She
even
beat
like,
up.
"Put your backpack over there." Okay.
Yeah.
She beat up someone that was wearing the character attendant costume and then wore it to ruin people's vacations.
Yeah, it's quite possible. Oh man, I'm just gonna talk about that awkward character encounters.
I mean,
has anybody ever had one? Because I was gonna
we
say
had one.
Remember Chewbacca?
No, I thought that was awesome when we met Kylo Ren.
Oh no,
and-
there's another one. No, I think I was with. I can't remember who I was with. So we went and met Chewbacca. I think it was when Kylo Ren first came over, or whatever. And the kids, this was their first time actually
okay.
meeting Chewbacca. We went up and gave him a hug. It was, man, they were dressed up as stormtroopers and stuff. And they went to hug Chewbacca, and he seriously just stood there.
no, he's
And
doing
like,
a statue set.
I'm like, yeah. I was like, what is happening? And he just seriously stood there. And like the girls would come over and give him a hug, and he just stood there. Like, what? I don't understand what's happening. Like maybe he's just tired. I don't know.
Yeah. I've heard that sometimes a character will do a thing called a statue set. It's basically if they hate their fame.
Oh,
if they.
why would you even be that character then?
Yeah.
I don't
I
know.
know.
Oh.
Yeah.
I
know,
That's
I know.
what's so weird.
It's the culture is I don't know what to talk about.
Yeah.
But yeah, the
Yeah.
culture is weird. It's a weird culture.
It's just so strange. It's like, I've never had that experience before. Every other character we've
Yeah.
ever met, whether it be Face or the mask characters, whatever, have always been so cool and so hug this and hug that or whatever. But it was like
do that
a
job
little
if you're
kid. It was Gavin was 6 or 7 at the time. Goes up and gives him a big hug, and Chewbacca's just.
That's so sad.
Oh, so has anybody ever had a super awkward? Or
I
you were talking about
mean-
Kylo?
When we met Kylo, because remember when I met Chewbacca,
You're freaking
I
out.
flipped out. I was like, "Oh my god!" ah! I almost cried. Well, actually, I did. I cried. I teared up. I was like, "Oh my god!"
And Chewbacca was all about it.
Chewie was all about that life. And then we met Kylo, and I'm like, "Oh, Kylo," trying to be like smart and like a smart aleck, and he's just like not talking. And I'm like,
I mean,
they're like, "He can't talk." I'm like, "Oh,"
He is a villain.
but
Yeah,
can't talk?
it was more
It's
because
just
normally
weird.
he didn't talk at
Oh,
all.
he didn't talk at all because like
Does he
they'd
have
met
a
him
full
earlier.
Well, they
mask
have
Yeah,
the
the full mask
like
on.
the pre-recorded stuff.
Yeah.
Oh.
but it like nothing happened.
That's
so I don't know
awkward.
if he
He
was
can't
just,
talk.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was like,
they're like-
oh,
they're like- I was like,
he
oh,
talked to
okay.
me just 2 minutes ago. I don't know what's happening now,
You could
but
at least make up a story.
yeah.
Like, seriously.
He has
What the heck
laryngitis.
is the Disney magic?
Yeah.
What's the gimmick?
Well, I would. Oh, you
No, go ahead.
Well, I worked as I worked as Marilyn Monroe, so I can say that out loud. I worked as a Marilyn Monroe impersonator in Singapore for 2 years, so my awkward encounters are numerous because you're in Southeast Asia, so not everyone speaks English, but a lot of people want to. So, yeah.
So many R's.
Like, did you ever have one as a guest though?
As a guest. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. I remember walking up to Alice, and I loved Alice. She's so cute, right?
She's adorable.
I remember walking up to Alice, and she did not look at me once. This is years ago, but she didn't look up at me once. And she was just spieling about like the flowers and the mushrooms and the caterpillar and she was like spieling.
I had
like,
one of
really
those with
just,
Pocahontas. Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I'm excited to be. I was okay. I'll take a picture.
Yeah. We had the same deal with Pocahontas at Animal Kingdom. Well, what boat did you come down the river
I remember
on?
that.
It's like,
Yeah.
We know. You know the movie.
Yeah,
we know.
Like, we were seriously the
You
only
were in the
people
movie.
there. She's getting ready to leave to go, meet Miko or whatever, and she's just living the gimmick over and over. I'm like, lady, we just want to say hi and get a picture. That's us.
Just
calm down.
Stop asking
We
me
know.
what's around the
Just
river.
around the riverbed.
Yeah. What the hell? Oh my
Darn
God.
it. You got me
So
first.
bad.
If I've ever had an awkward one, I usually forget them because I generally will have good interactions especially because it was my wife used to be a character attendant and friends with characters, so she knows how to interact with them. And our favorite, we always go always go and visit is Tinkerbell. Like
That's your favorite?
Aw,
we
yeah.
love
Did you-
Tinkerbell. Oh, mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Alyssa knows what I'm talking about. There
Yeah.
was one Tinkerbell one time was very good, very great interaction with her. Also, I miss when they had the fairy friends too.
I hear
love
Tinkerbell
The
meeting-
likes
Berry
Destiny too.
Friends.
Oh, okay.
I've heard through the grapevine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But you know what? Honestly, I still, even after doing something like being a Marilyn Monroe impersonator, I still feel awkward meeting characters.
I kind of somewhat
I
do.
feel really awkward meeting characters because it's still the character, but it's the character, but then you have to consider all the, like,
Yeah.
I don't
See,
know.
I know what you're talking about. I know
Once
exactly
I
what you're
get
talking about.
into
Feel
like
really
that character mode,
strange.
I just put myself in like little kid shoes, and I'm acting like,
Yeah.
hey,
Yeah.
this is my
I
favorite
know.
character I met. Like I remember we met oh gosh, who was it from Princess and the Frog? Tiana, and she was asking us about do we want to come to her place for breakfast, and I was like, hey, well, what about gluten-free options? Because my wife, she can't have anything with gluten. Oh, honey child, I'll make you some gluten-free beignets and this and that, and we kept going back and forth about what we were going to be able to have for
That is
breakfast
so
that morning, and I
cute.
love stuff like
Yeah.
that. Just that interaction like that. There's seriously nothing like it. That's why whenever I'm going to the parks and I have a free time, like, hey, let's go meet whoever. Let's go meet that person and this person.
I guess the most awkward character meets are usually when I go and meet Mickey at Town Square Theater, because sometimes he sometimes he's talking about things that I'm not asking about. So that could get kind of awkward.
This is Mickey Mouse. He can say whatever he wants.
Yeah, that's true. He's the big cheese.
Yeah, sometimes he's like,
boy.
he didn't get enough sleep the night before.
But
Come on.
it stinks when you're with someone who's really good, like who's really witty. Shout out to Jamie Morris. When I used to go to Disney with her a lot, we would meet characters a lot, and so I would have her do it, because she's a lady, and she would just boom, 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 like rattle off with all the characters, and then like I'm next, and I'm like,
Hi.
Yeah.
hey, just
Well,
want
with that too,
take a
like
picture?
when I lived overseas, there were so few people that spoke English that because I used to work here as I don't even know if I'm allowed to say that. I used to work here as a Marilyn Monroe, and banter all the time, whatever. But mostly I said hi and you want a photograph. So when someone from like Australia would come, I would get so nervous because I'm like, I haven't spoken English as Marilyn Monroe to anyone in like a year. I don't know what to do. So I'd get really nervous, and I tried not to stutter, but I totally would.
Oh,
I'm like,
that's so cool.
you speak English. I wanna qualify myself, but whatever.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think that's for the random. Let's go ahead and get into
No, don't do it yet.
the random.
The random
new
new
releases?
releases. Look, why did you do that? It skipped.
Well, that's so random of it.
Wow, that was good.
Yeah.
So
Wait, no,
You're
new releases
welcome.
though.
but I was just rambling this way, just stall for
man.
time. So a couple movies this weekend. Happy Death Day.
I can't wait
is
to see
quite
this.
intriguing to
What
me.
is this movie? That
It's the one
everyone's
that's
A
talking
new
about?
like-
Blumhouse film.
Yeah, and it looks like Groundhog Day meets a horror movie.
Oh yes.
Oh, it's
that
supposed to be a
looks
horror
really
movie.
cool. I
Yeah,
saw
so
it.
she-
It's a
I
horror
saw a
movie. Like
preview
this
for it.
person is being stalked, and when she dies, she then wakes up the morning of that day. And every time she dies, she wakes
has
back
to
up and has to
die
figure out
over and
who's
over again.
trying to kill her.
Looks really cool.
It looks cool.
I'll watch that on my movie pass.
Yeah.
But the one that we have to go see, I told you about this after I saw Blade Runner 2049. Ladies and gentlemen, Jackie Chan is back.
Yes.
I'm so excited for this. The Foreigner. So
Oh,
the
okay.
trailer, they show off like his daughter dies in this explosion. And
Man,
it's
that's brutal,
Him
too.
trying to get revenge, for his daughter. And
Yes.
Jackie Chan.
Jackie Chan being
Doing-
Jackie Chan.
yeah, oh,
So cool.
It looks so
Heck
good.
yeah.
Good
And
for him.
he's an older dude now. He's probably
Oh,
like
he's
late
not-
And
50s
now,
now, right?
I'm here, they're talking
Late
about another
50s.
Rush
He's
Hour.
literally-
Yeah, Rush Hour 4 coming.
He's he's like late 70s.
Yeah,
No,
he's
he's not.
He is old.
Swear to goodness.
Yeah.
I'm looking this up now.
Yeah,
Dude.
he really is.
Jackie Chan is an old man.
Jackie
Yeah.
Chan
He's
is.
definitely not a young
everybody
one.
else is looking up. I'll just let you guys look it up.
No, I'll just show
Oh.
you.
No, everyone do it at the same time.
Everybody, hurry.
Unless research wants to do it. Research.
We don't have research. There's an invisible person right there. While you're looking that up, I'll go on TV. Banks.
Yes.
You're thinking about before the show.
Yes.
Is there something that you're watching or looking forward to, or
I'm watching a lot with the kid. We watch a lot of kid shows right now. Outside of kid shows, I'm watching. We watched Caught Up with a Good Place. I love that show. Such a good show.
Heard it was.
We re-binged all of Arrested Development since they're working on season 5 right now. And then we've been watching my Magic School Bus Rides again, and the first half of Fuller House of season 3, and then a lot of Paw Patrol. So
Paw Patrol.
63 years old.
63? So I wasn't too far.
still, that's
yeah.
still
he's
old.
still doing
He's
it.
still kicking.
Who hate? Let me see. Oh yeah,
Literally.
Tyler Perry was talking about how much he hated Paw Patrol on Jimmy Fallon.
Oh,
I guess,
really?
I guess they both hate it.
Or
Yeah.
to see if kids or something.
Boy, Alyssa, are you watching anything?
You know what I watched?
Destiny
for
2.
the first Destiny 2. I watched for the first time. What's that show with Mandy Moore? The
Tangled?
the show with Mandy Moore. The something.
Oh,
about
This Is Us.
This is us.
She's on that show.
Oh yeah, yeah. She's like
you-
the younger version or whatever.
You know when you cry like
man.
so much that it goes into like your
No
throat
way.
is crying.
That's why I can't watch
Your
it.
throat is crying.
That's exactly why I refuse to watch the
I
show.
can't-
Because
yeah, same. I
every
can't.
time I see a new episode, people
Oh,
are like,
it's-
"Oh, I cried." I'm like, I don't want to cry every
I
single
think
episode.
2 or 3 episodes, and I had to quit. I had to stop.
Wait, every single episode you've cried. I heard this
Yes,
is true.
I choke,
Like,
seriously,
apparently,
like, choking,
One of the recent
crying.
episodes, like Mandy Moore lets out this guttural like crying sound that just made people break down
No.
and like hearts were broken.
I can't
It's
do
Walk
it.
to Remember all over
Don't do
again.
it. Don't do it. It's
Oh, I cry every single time I watch that movie. Oh man, every time.
It was something funny. We watched that on our honeymoon. It was on the hotel.
What a honeymoon movie!
I've never watched this before. Let's watch this. Like, oh my god, why did we watch this? This is awful.
Oh my gosh, I think I've seen it 5 or 6 times. Every time I cried.
To
this day.
TV shows. Didi, you watch anything?
Besides Curb Your Enthusiasm, I still
Oh my god,
know-
enough Curb. What new are you watching? Anything new?
New?
Yeah. Besides Curb?
Okay, so not necessarily TV shows. I'm doing my 31 days of horror movies.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's what I've been
That's
doing.
cool.
Yeah, I just got done with Friday the 13th too.
This Friday. This Friday.
Babadook is tonight.
I've never seen that.
Babadook.
I haven't seen it either.
Yeah. So I actually have a couple of the newer TV shows. I actually watched them yesterday. We watched The Mayor. That's that new show on ABC. It's actually really funny.
Oh, Blackish does start tonight too.
Yeah,
tomorrow.
yeah.
It's Blackish, new season.
No, I thought it's on Tuesdays now. So
Is it
it's
Tuesdays
tonight.
now?
Yeah, I think it's Tuesdays now.
Well, for
Because
who?
I think it's on right after The Mayor.
Oh, and Hulu. Well, Hulu gets
Yeah,
it.
yeah. The Mayor's actually really funny. It's this kid. He wants to be a famous rapper, so he runs to be mayor, and things go awry, and he ends up becoming mayor.
Oh.
And it's really funny. It's
Hijinks.
what's her name from
Leah Michelle.
Huh?
Leah Michelle from Glee.
Oh
She's
yeah,
on that
yeah,
show?
yeah. She's
Yeah.
on it, but
Really?
She's like
know-
his assistant, right?
yeah.
Wow.
Who I was thinking of was Community.
Which
Magnitude?
person?
No. The mom, not Magnitude. Not Lee Jordan. Oh God.
the mom?
Cheryl. No.
Oh, sure. I know who you're talking about.
Oh my
The
God.
girl, the lady.
Yeah.
Oh, Yvette Nicole Brown.
Yeah. Yvette
Yeah,
Nicole
Nicole
Brown.
Brown.
Yeah. Yeah.
She was at Hollywood Studios. She was at Hollywood Studios
you
this
mean
weekend.
Like you imagine her wearing an apron.
Dude, I just
Yeah.
met Lee Jordan too.
You met her?
I met Lee Jordan.
Lee Jordan. That's
You're talking
that's
about
magnitude. Pop.
Pop,
He
pop.
was at
you
the
know, he's
Malcolm
in
Night
Harry
event
Potter.
that we were at.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Yeah. And then the other show that we watched was Gifted. That's the new X-Men show on Fox. Watch this show.
It's good.
Oh my
Does
God.
it tie into the movies?
Apparently it does. I've not watched the second episode yet.
no.
I found out that apparently it does tie into the movies.
Oh man.
It was really good. It has Vampire Bill. Vampire Bill's in it.
Okay.
He is the father. He's actually really good in it. It has
Suki.
yes, Suki.
What a terrible relationship.
Yeah, it's but the show itself is actually really good. It plays upon the Sentinels. They're actually not Sentinels. They're people. They're like it's like a force. But they have robots that they use. It's really well done, really well shot. It's not cheesy looking at all. The powers that the kids have are really cool looking. The girl, she has almost like in the Invisible Woman powers where she can put force fields up. The son, he has like crazy Professor X powers. Yeah, it's Blink is in it.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Lit.
Yeah, she's really good. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. We watched it with the kids
Did
the
you
other
watch
day.
Inhumans?
I did not. I have not watched it yet. I keep hearing how bad it is.
I've heard bad things about it.
I still want to watch it.
Like
just
the first Marvel dud.
yeah.
No, because I want to see it because Ramsey's in it.
You can still watch it.
Yeah.
You know.
Even though it's bad, you can still watch it. I still haven't watched it. I plan on watching it, but yeah, they're already saying it's the complete season or complete series this year. So
It's like
Yeah.
no season 2.
yeah, no season 2.
This is it.
Movies.
We're sorry.
There's a couple big games this week.
Huge games this week.
Evil Within 2 comes out Friday 13th.
I think I'll watch Markiplier play that one because I can't do the first one.
I can't do that
Are you
one.
gonna play it? If you
I
get,
don't know.
please do it.
dude.
I will watch your thing every single day. I love watching people play the scary games because I can't do it.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
I like streaming scary games.
So do it, and I will watch your
I
thing,
will.
and I will.
Eventually. But Friday. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Friday the 13th, they're also releasing like the hard copy of
Yeah,
Friday the 13th.
that's right.
the
That's
game.
this week.
Yeah.
I was just say the PlayStation update happened the other day, so VR actually has the chat from Twitch on there now officially, so we can do some Resident Evil 7.
No.
Didi.
That's awful.
We can do some PSVR on the Until Dawn.
The viewers demand it, Didi.
Yes.
Come on.
Blood.
Yeah,
Savages
yeah.
or
What's it
whatever.
called?
Do it for the show.
What is it?
I'll do it if we get $500
$500
for our
You hear that,
for our
people?
Children's Miracle Network 24-hour.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
there you go.
All right, there you go.
Hype.
Get
So
those
over the
donations
24
in.
thing. But there's also some game that came out yesterday. Now that you're listening to this today, Shadow of War.
You say God of War?
Shadow of War. That's the new Lord of the Rings game, the sequel
Right,
to
Shadow of Mordor.
yeah.
Sorry, I heard War.
Well,
That's
it is.
what
It
the
is
game's
now.
called. The sequel.
Part 2 is
Really
called Shadow of War.
Shadow of War?
Yeah, Shadow of War.
The series is
I
called
heard
Middle
it
Earth.
right. I heard it correctly then.
Yeah.
Yeah, Middle Earth is the series.
But of
Okay,
course,
got
you
it.
know, Troy Baker back being Italian.
Italian.
And of course, this one's a little bit more geared to you taking over the orcs and using them into your whole battle, and
Much like the last quarter of the.
which I never even got to.
What?
Yeah, I stopped right at that point
Oh, that's
because that's when all this other games would come out, like Destiny and Zelda, and I'm sucked into Cuphead now. Cuphead, it's so pretty.
It is
It's so pretty.
It's very
Banks,
pretty.
you would love it. It's a really hard game, but it looks like silly
I've
symphonies.
seen videos of people playing it, and
It's
I
beautiful.
love that old 1930s
Yeah.
cartoon
So
look.
cool.
I was gonna
so cool.
say you're like a platform guy, so I figured you'd like it.
I'm sure I would love it. Yeah.
Things.
Really quick before we get out of here, let's get into some questions.
Questions.
Man, that's my fault.
Dun, 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 get to some questions. I love that we have music.
Viewer questions.
Viewer questions.
We got some questions.
What are you saying, people?
So, Mac Clark, frequent asker of the questions.
Thank you.
He
Thanks,
says he's demoing the new WWE 2K18 game at work next week. What characters do you recommend him trying out? Also, Riverdale Season 2. I don't watch Riverdale, but
I don't either.
I know a lot of people that do.
Okay.
From the Pretty Little Liars.
Yeah,
no,
I think so.
Well, I think they made
It's on
the
the
same.
CW.
Yeah, but
they
it's
produce
Archie
it.
Comics. Yeah.
It's the same. It's the same
It's another big one.
producers.
Now, forgive my ignorance for wrestling games.
Wrestling.
Like, wouldn't it be the same characters every year? All the same wrestlers
No.
every
The
year?
Hulk.
Mm-mm.
Terrible.
That's all I
Listen,
got.
the 2K series is not good, but they do have
That's
different
arguable.
characters come in every year because people get fired, or no, I'm sorry, future endeavored. More people come in, get promoted to different.
Okay.
And of course, different wrestlers have different,
Things,
finisher moves
theme
and everything.
songs.
Has Scotty been in a video?
Yes, he has.
He was in what? 2K15?
He was in No Mercy?
Well,
He was
of
in
course one of the
When they were good.
not one of the greatest wrestling game of all time.
One of the 2K ones. Like
No. This was THQ and
AKI.
AKI. Yeah,
He was in WrestleMania 2000
on
and
Nintendo
WWF.
64.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think he was in one of
I think it was like
2K ones
2K15
when they had like a tag team DLC that came out.
Yeah, it was
for
him, Brian Christopher, and Rikishi.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Too cool.
We got to get him on here.
Yeah.
Our weekly shout out to Scotty.
Yes, because he talked to us on Twitter. We felt very excited.
I was at work. Yeah, I was at work and I was like, oh my gosh.
So, of course, we're huge wrestling nerds, and not only being him a wrestler, or him being a wrestler, but also a big theme park nut.
And his wife is a CrossFit trainer.
Yes.
So my sister's into that sort of stuff.
But I would love to talk to him just about theme parks, and then of course he's training at NXT now, or teaching at NXT.
That's crazy. That's so cool.
It's so cool. So next one, Actual Frankenstein Bull Moose 716 on Twitter. He says, in honor of the Rick and Morty debacle, what nerdy thing do you just not understand? Like, I like Rick and Morty, but this whole sauce thing baffles me.
So a nerdy thing that we just don't understand. I mean, Rick and Morty for me.
I will. Well, Rick and Morty. Okay, Rick and Morty to an extent. I don't understand the current fandom of it.
Yeah.
But one other thing I don't understand. Okay, I love Star Wars. I really do. I really think there's an oversaturation of it. I don't understand the marketing because, again, they spend so much money on the marketing.
You don't have to.
But you don't have to.
I mean,
Yeah, like we don't.
yeah, that's true. But
See?
I'd rather live in a world where there's like a new Star Wars movie every year than having to no Star Wars movie ever. So,
But, okay, what about if there was one every 2 years?
well, I mean, the saga is every 2 years.
Yeah,
and
we're
they were
getting
having
those
these cool
side
little
ones.
side movies to hold us over for the saga.
I just think there's just too much. That's just me. That's the nerdy thing I don't understand.
Alyssa, is there anything for you?
Yes,
Oh.
there is. Okay, so I don't know if it's a nerdy thing anymore or
I'm scared.
what the situation is on how people feel about it, but freaking Big Bang Theory.
I'm with you.
What? It
My
is
wife
a
loves
dumb
that show.
It's a smart show
Yeah.
for I don't know people.
Look,
other
How many seasons is it on?
It's on like season 11
a billion,
or something.
1 billion.
yeah.
And the thing is, I did watch because I was like, I can't keep telling people I hate it without watching a few episodes. So, I watched like the first 2 seasons, and I was like, okay, all right, I sort of get it. But man, once they up those laugh tracks, like when he
Well, that's
says,
the
"I'm going
thing.
to the store,"
That's the thing. Knowing, having a friend that actually works at CBS and has worked on this show, there is no laugh track. They actually still do
Really?
live studio audiences. But I think it's a lot of like them forcing them to laugh.
It's like laugh, laugh.
And that's the thing. My wife watches the show religiously. She loves the show, and I've caught a few episodes, and I've actually laughed. Like, there's some funny stuff in
Yeah.
there, but
It's not as big as it should be.
I think they really jumped the shark too, and not Sheldon, other one.
Leonard.
The one.
Leonard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, when you got a girlfriend, like Leonard would never get a girlfriend.
Especially
He and
one as
Penny
hot
are
as-
together.
Yeah, it's Penny. Yeah, not as hot as Penny.
Wait,
Penny's
Penny's
not
the
caught
blonde.
up. He
Penny's
and
the
Penny are
blonde.
married.
wait,
Yeah, they're married now.
wait, Sheldon. Then wait, no, Leonard is the tall.
No,
Like-
No, that's
Sheldon's
Sheldon.
The tall one.
Sheldon's the tall one.
Leonard is the guy from Roseanne.
Yeah.
It's Johnny from Roseanne.
Leonard. That's Leonard.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. It was
yeah,
No,
I
Leonard's
still-
the one with the glasses.
Okay, Leonard.
So you're saying
is-
Sheldon should never.
Sheldon should not have a girlfriend.
Which
But now
was-
they're like serious and like they're contemplating marriage.
I know, but he shouldn't have a girlfriend. Like
Yeah,
he
yeah.
would not. He wouldn't
But
have
I guess
time
that's
for it.
kind of part of that overarching that character arc is that he would
But-
learn to that.
But he
I don't know.
No, but he's not. He's not that kind of person though. Like it's not in his
People
character.
change. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, but he's. I mean, he's what is he?
debating
He's
a
like
show we don't care
he's
about.
he's like borderline, like like on the spectrum, isn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
Honestly,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think. I don't
can
know. I don't
see
watch it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Just the way they approach it.
Listen,
I didn't
all
like it.
I
I didn't
know-
like it. I
all
didn't
I
like
know-
how they did it.
All I know is that they're on 11 seasons. They each get paid almost $2 million
Oh my
per
God.
episode.
That's
And
it.
still
I
the
just
number
hate,
one television show.
That's it. I just hate them. I just hate them so much.
I'm gonna get
I
some
agree.
hate for mine.
Uh-oh.
Please don't.
Superman.
Oh.
I don't get Superman.
Superman is like the worst
But
hero of all time.
Like all versions of Superman?
Yeah, like I mean, I like the cartoon, but I think Superman is just super overhyped. I don't get it. It's super overpowered. I don't understand the whole glasses thing. Like, oh yeah, look, I put on glasses. You don't recognize who I am. Oh, hey Banks, how you doing?
I don't know who that is. Who's this?
Hey, what was? Yeah, I don't.
Stranger?
I don't get it.
know.
Stranger danger.
But going off of the Superman thing, Justice League trailer dropped the other day.
Oh man!
Oh,
wow,
it's horrible. It looks horrible.
Well, okay, I don't.
It's super over. You could tell that
All
they had
right.
yeah, they had a change in the way that everything was going. Like it was supposed to be super
Yeah.
serious and dark and brooding, and all of a sudden, that's when what's his name took over.
Flash.
No.
Joss
The
Whedon.
director. When Joss Whedon took over, that movie changed totally.
Like,
It's like-
if you go back and watch the very first Justice League trailer that ever released, you can see how like, it had a serious tone to
Yeah.
it. And then the Flash character was going to be like the comic relief.
Yeah.
But now, like you watch this newest trailer, like everyone's got
Aquaman.
one-liners.
Why is
and-
Aquaman busting out jokes? And then, like you were just saying, all right. What are you doing? No, you're supposed to be like a total D-bag.
Yeah.
No one likes Aquaman for a reason. I don't want to like Aquaman. Ugh,
I thought it was
quirky.
just very overwhelming. It was very overwhelming.
all I know is like
lots of CG.
I saw the trailer now. Now that you maybe remember the Justice League trailer, I gotta go watch the Star Wars trailer a few more times to get that out of my mind.
But who's the main bad guy though? Is it Darkseid?
I think Darkseid's
Well,
supposed to
Darkseid,
be.
but it's Steppenwolf.
I'd like to bring you.
And then I'm assuming, like I'm hearing, like Dark Superman.
I don't know. One more before we get out of here. Travis Coaster says, has Tori/Didi beat Cuphead yet?
You're right.
Or did they have to buy new controllers/computers?
I almost had to replace my headset. That's the closest I would say.
The game is for real.
Did
game
you
is for-
throw the headset or?
So there's one. I think I was like maybe. I think I had the boss at maybe
Was it the frog
95%. Yeah, I had the frog one where you turned into not a cash register,
A slot machine.
a slot machine. I think I had him at 95%. Like he's like, yeah, I could have gotten him with maybe one ultimate move, and instead of using my ultimate move towards him, I accidentally did it the other way,
And got hit.
and I was very upset because I probably would have downed him.
How did that
And,
make you feel?
Oh, just don't let me stream it, and then you'll see. You can hear how I feel every time I lose.
Sounds like you really need
It
to
was
get it out.
it was funny watching him stream because I think every other word was an F-bomb. It was great.
Yeah,
Viewer discretion is advised on those streams.
Who needs vocabulary?
yeah.
Not Didi. But that's going to be doing it for us this week.
Oh man! So
Don't
already?
forget, real quick though, just don't forget our giveaway on Twitter. If
Oh,
you haven't
yes.
done it yet,
Oh,
we're giving
yeah.
away a 35th anniversary Epcot Funko Pop Figment figure.
Aw, yeah. It's over there.
All you have to do is just
That's ours.
That's theirs. Mine.
We also gave
Ah.
away one on the show. We're announcing the winner this
Aw.
week.
Yeah, we have an extra one.
We have an extra one.
Oh, okay. It's not that one.
All you have to do is follow us on Twitter and retweet the post. And the Twitter
pinned,
handle
right?
is @attractionsexp. And yes, it is pinned to the top of the profile. So as soon as you click on the profile, it's right there.
How many
yeah, dude,
retweets you got so far?
We in
like-
1 week we've gotten over 211 retweets. So
Thank you for everybody.
Everyone really likes Figment.
Yeah, a lot of people like Figment.
everyone likes Figment so much they want to sell it on eBay for over $200. That's
ridiculous.
That's how much they want it.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh.
it's crazy.
The first day, but now it kind of lowered down to like 60. It's 60 now because
Oh,
there's
it's
more.
60.
Still.
But
Ah.
I was at Disney Springs the other day because I was checking to try to find the Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout Pop, and they had one left.
I saw that one that you
at
posted.
at
Yep.
Penn Traders, and when I walked in there, I saw it. I was like, "Woo, got it!" But they also had a Figment there, and I asked them, I was like, "Isn't Figment supposed to be Epcot only?" And she goes, "Yeah, well, this is our only one because someone returned it. And apparently, the only way you're going to see Figment now is someone returns it."
Wow.
That's crazy. All right.
So everyone,
Retweet, follow.
retweet, follow Attractions EXP, please.
And please,
yeah,
please,
you're
follow
That's
at attractions as well.
Banks,
you are also on that too. Yep.
Banks, where can everybody follow you on social and, of course, promote the show?
Yes, at attractions is my work Twitter. The show every Thursday on youtube.com/attractions magazine. Find me on personal at Banksley on Twitter, Disney Goofball on Instagram, and Banksley on Facebook.
Alyssa, you're going to be on the show this week.
Yes.
Damn. Yeah.
Catch her on the show.
Where can everybody follow you on social and, of course, Twitch as well?
Well, On social, last time I was here, I had like a
boy.
million different names,
Yeah.
so I changed them. So
I noticed that on your
yeah,
Twitter. Yeah.
on Twitter and on Instagram, it's the Alyssa Lynn.
Oh,
There you
she
go.
yeah,
The.
yeah, someone stole my name.
Celebrity
so
status.
It's the LYSSALYNN, and then on Twitch.tv/Alyssa Lynn, and then attractions, of course. I think that's it, right?
She's famous.
I don't know. It's
What
your
else is
social
there?
media.
I know. I'm
It's
so awful at social media. I am good at posting pictures.
You're on
of
Instagram
myself.
too, right?
I am. Yeah. That's the Alyssa Lynn also.
She because that's what happens when you're a celebrity.
All right, dudes.
I'm
I
the
know
Black Diamond's Prime. No,
No, you're not the.
Number one.
the number one, the only. Black Diamond's Prime, BLAKTIMUS Prime, PRME. Across all types of social media except Facebook and PSN because there's an imposter. So yeah.
Boo. Of course, if you want to follow us, again, it's at Attractions EXP. You can follow us for all kinds of shenanigans. Dee's been going to Horror Nights, and we did some Disney and whatnot the other day. So follow us for not only theme park news, but we also talk about video games. We'll be on Twitch throughout the the week and whatnot. Again, that's twitch.tv/expansion drive. And of course, before we get out here, we just have to say really quick, Reese du vas die Frage kocht, I think is what we have to say.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Man,
That.
man,
So we've been messing with Fraka the other day. Instead of, do you smell what the rock is cooking? It's, do you smell what the frock is cooking? But it's in German, of course, because, Frog is German.
yeah.
Reese du
La 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 la.
was?
Was?
Die Frage
The Frog
kocht.
This was going so well.
I know, right?
This was really fun.
Shout out to everyone in
Frog.
Deutschland.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can cut that part out.
No, we're going to leave that in.
It stays in.
Everything stays in. We have all the bloopers inside the podcast. We don't care.
Yeah.
But, of course, from the good brothers and sister.
Woo! Thank you so much, and don't forget, thank you so much to our sponsors.
Oh, yes. Before we get out here, sorry.
MEI
Yes, I'd like
Travel.
to thank MEI Travel, Mastermind Travel, and UniversalFanTravel.com.
Love you guys.
Reach out to them
Thank
for
you.
free 99 quote.
No obligation.
Free 99 quote. Buy one, get one. Half off. Get hype.
Thank you. And again,
Video blocks.
too sweet.